shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean. We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. When my steppers are special gifts, making flicks and so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That GF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That GF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teasy, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
Going to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute. Hey.
Courtney here with the Dub. Got here with the stock linebackers. Just got them 3 more points than they had last year.
Yeah.
Coach Spence, just tell me what was the mindset when you come into the game,
Man, the mindset is, dog, it was a kill. You know what I'm saying? That's every game, man. Like, they made it a bigger game. It was a 3rd round game. Like, we knocked out the scoop down and nobody left. We've been playing the 3rd round now for the last 5 years. So, man, like I said, it was a good game.
Big game tonight, bro. What was your mindset coming into the game?
Man, just dominating off the top, man. They couldn't play with us at all. I already knew what was going on. Came out, we balled.
JP, senior season, what was your mindset coming in tonight?
Just coming in here focused on the goal. We got one goal that month, make it to the championship. Got to knock everybody out the way to make it to our goal.
Spence, you got something else you want to say?
Hey, man, J-Mac, I ain't seen you all year. I got some sock gear for you. I got a bunch of stuff for you, J-Mac. I ain't seen you all year. You're doing me wrong. Cause I remember J-Mac when the Dub first started, you used to come up here all the time. I got my linebacker shirts for you. I got hats for you. But every time you're on the Dub, you wear Timberview stuff. You wear home and stuff. I got some sock stuff for you, bro. Come on, man. I got some sock stuff for you, man. Come on, man.
Hey, can y'all give me a Dub salute, bro?
Salute.
We out, bro.
Shout out to Young Spencer, man. That's my guy. I've been talking with him. I'm happy to see him get it, man. It's about time. About time for my guy to run his own program, and I think he one of the ones that actually do want to do that. So, shout out to Spencer, man. And you got to give him credit. Them linebackers are something serious. The whole defense is something serious. We'll get to that later, man. But how y'all doing, man? This championship weekend, man. We finally made it through week 16. What's up, Solomon?
What's going on, man? It's been a fun year, but it went by fast. But we here, man. State championships.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My man, B-Rise.
Man.
What's going on, brother?
Man, talk about a marathon, fellas. 16 weeks. Man, you know what after this, man? I need me a good vacation. Hey, Pat Bowl, man, listen, after wins the show J Mac made, man. I'll see y'all, next year. We had a great season, fellas, man. Great season, man. But tonight we got a lot to talk about, man. So
yeah, shout out to my man from the Potty Woods, my man Jalen, man. He said that Houston actually musty. Yes, they are very musty. They very musty. But they snuck out of here with one. They snuck through the back door. You know what I'm saying? Swiping, no swiping. They swiped the trophy and ran out the back door. You know what I'm saying? Musty style. Pat Bottiza, what's happening, homie?
Hey, speaking of that comment, yeah, I actually had to sit on the North Shore side during that game because I didn't want them to keep moving from side to side. Yeah, it was quite musty over there. So, especially when they won, it just got real funky out in there. But You know, hey, some good people. But and look, the crazy thing was it was a lot of people on that side that was cheering for Duncanville. So they were just looking at us like we was crazy. But it wasn't no flicks. You know, they wasn't tripping or nothing. They just sat there, sat back, and sat on their hands until they won.
That's how it's supposed to be.
No, absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. You know, shout out to them. We gonna give them theirs. You know, we gonna talk about it. They came out 1-2, so that means the DFW came out. Well, DFW came out 2-2. The South Side came out 2-1. We're gonna talk about it all, man. We're gonna talk about it all because to be honest, you know, I thought it was a very underwhelming weekend. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. If I gotta be honest, I thought the championship weekend was very underwhelming. I was out there Friday. It wasn't a good game. I watched Thursday, and it wasn't really no good games. And I don't look at 6-man ball. So
it was a lot of defense, and unfortunately, defense is not as fun to watch as good offense. So I agree with you. It was too much defense for any excitement for sure.
And I'm a defensive guy. Like I like defensive football, but I just at least got to see
something.
Something. Like I will say this, and we'll get to it, but I did like some of the efforts that at least like Lone Star was trying to do, you know what I'm saying, on offense, even though they was going up against one of the better defenses I've ever seen. Like, I'm gonna be honest, y'all want to talk about defense.
Yeah, man. Ooh-wee.
Bro. No cat daddies.
Had them in a torture chamber, J-Mac.
Dog. I don't know what they doing out there. I ain't even gonna put y'all can say it's San Antonio ball. I question it, but
too good to be San Antonio.
Jay, those two DNs for
now, SMU getting a dog. That one that's going to SMU. My God, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
They got to break bread, Jay. SMU had to break some bread to keep
God, that was crazy. Yeah, it was a lot of holding. We'll talk about it. Yeah, I thought that North Shore game it was a whole lot of. They could have called it every play.
That's what I was gonna say. I think them refs just didn't want to call it every play because them tackles was holding on for dear life, man.
They was holding on for dear life. I was like, that was crazy. Like, you know, I think my man Sanders maybe getting a little lenient in his old age because they didn't know where to wear. I could have picked them refs. Or do they pick the refs so they get a sign? I don't even know. But
about the championship, I know they do every round before that.
Yeah, I think that was tough. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that was I thought that was tough.
And I think the first set of refs were from Dallas. I thought they were actually the best set of refs for the day. And then the second set of refs were from Houston. They were tough. They were rough. And then the last set of refs didn't even matter in that game.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. It did.
Shout out to Ryan Hart. Hey man, it be like that on the championships. Everybody get a medal. You anywhere on the field,
boy,
in the vicinity, everybody. Yeah, Swanky got a Smith Valley medal. He never been there. You know,
what did it?
No, if you down there, you can get a medal. The medal is not hard to get. All you gotta do is hang around the winners. You'll get one.
And Matt said the coaches picked the refs.
Yeah.
San Antonio. That might be why it's from San Antonio, J-Man.
Well, see, they ain't used to seeing them type of athletes. That's why they ain't used to seeing that type of football. So that's probably why they let a lot of it pass. Or maybe they didn't want to make it about them. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I could have swore they said Houston refs on there and actually recognized the head ref. I'm thinking that was some Houston ref.
I really don't remember seeing that one for that game. I know there was a Houston chapter, but I don't remember for that game. So it could have been San Antonio.
Yes, sir. Hey man, I think we got Coach Carr is gonna be in the building tonight.
Hey.
Speaking of medals,
the champ.
Speaking of medals, I guess I will wait till he pop on, see his face. But that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. But hey man, let's talk about it, man. If y'all want to we could if y'all want to kind of go through the 4A, D1, D2, just kind of, tell people who won it.
So they know who won.
Now, I will say this: Newton lost the Wall. I think that's 3A, but I only bring them up because the Houston boy really convinced us that they was like gonna win.
Yeah,
it didn't happen
nope.
at all.
No,
but they tried. They tried.
I figured because if you got to think about it, Wall is a team that finally knocked Gunter. I know we don't pay attention to Gunter a lot, but I mean they got 3 or 4 state championships in a row. Like Gunter's been handling business, and Wall finally got over that hump. So I didn't expect anything less. Newton closed the gap at the end of the game, but that game was over at halftime, man. Shout out those boys at Wall, man. That's a big team for 3AD2. That's a big team. But yeah, Newton had a little too much on their plate that game, J-Man. It's a little too much. And that's what we kind of saw a lot, man. I won a lot. Same thing with the Carthage game just for 4A. Hell, Carthage was way too much for that team, man. West Orange start. I know we talk about the speed in Houston. It's great they got there, but Carthage said, yeah, that's cool, but we'll show you how to do this. And Coach got number 11 for himself.
Yeah, we was at that game, man, and I know B. Ryan probably got something. I will say this: West Orange Star got hard, man, because that team for them to make state,
boy,
they didn't probably have nobody big as me and Pat. maybe a couple offensive linemen that were pretty big, but probably like by your size, Solomon. But that was it. Like that defense was super small, but they was fast and they was feisty. They look like an old school.
Feisty. That's a good word.
They were hitting too, Jay. They were hitting too.
Yeah.
They was hitting, man. And that cornerback, I think Matt told me that number 7, that cornerback, he's going to McNeese State. Trust me, they getting a steal. Well, he was out there battling, man.
Yeah.
So, shout out to them. Who else we have, man? We moving right along. Oh, yeah, man. We got to talk about this Kilgore Stephenville. Talk about snoozers. Man.
Game too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man! I swear I nodded off. I was scared. Only reason I kept waking up because I was scared the camera was gonna catch me and put me on the big screen.
On the big screen.
A couple people did. So you smart. A couple people got caught sleeping, so you smart.
It was out of the Duncanville game, boy. Everybody.
Dog, it was worse. That game was worse. At least Duncanville North Shore gave us 17 points. This was 10-0.
That game,
that was insane.
And Kilgore too, man. Like I said,
Kilgore struggled at quarterback. Struggled.
Bad.
I heard he was a freshman though. I give him a pass.
Okay, yeah, we can give him a freshman pass.
You're a freshman? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Now, if anybody know different, feel free to let them know. But
no, Casey Brooks. That's the same quarterback from last year. That's the same quarterback from last year. He played in the state same game last year. Casey Brooks.
Okay, well, that's misinformation. Hey, Raymond Reason, clear it up. I know you're a Kilgore fan.
But he did only have 40 yards passing. So, I mean, it don't matter what grade he was in, man. 40 yards is 40 yards. You can't win the game with that.
He struggled. I ain't even gonna lie. He struggled mightily.
Oh, wait a minute. Matt said he was a senior. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he played in that game last year.
Man, I gotta take the freshman pass away from him. But God bless him. He went in and I ain't gonna lie, that Stephenville team, I ain't gonna say defense. That Stephenville team is very intimidating on the eye level, just watching.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the first time I seen Solana look like they were playing against Solana. Stephenville was physically ready for that challenge. I mean, 5 turnovers, I think it was, 2 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions. I mean, if you're not gonna score and you're gonna get 5 turnovers, you're not gonna win the game. So, yeah, shout out Stephenville getting their 7th state championship.
Absolutely.
Brought it back to the West.
Yeah. So shout out to them, man. I thought that was dope. That bring us up. And shout out to Stephenville. I thought, what is up with the blonde head with that? I didn't know they did it too.
It's a couple teams that kind of do that thing, but everybody knows Southlake for doing it. But I kind of been seeing it throughout the playoffs, especially these small schools.
Yeah, another school where the coach did it too with his son or something. I'm like, okay.
And that is Juwan. I mean, shout out to him. And that's shout out to everybody that made state. You know, obviously you good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, but you know, at this point, we talking about the difference between the winner and the loser.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Keep it real.
You got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I just got to tell it what it is. You know that the difference between winning and losing was quarterback play. You know, and but shout out to him, man. I thought he tried, and people was getting on. I question their play calling too, man. Like, don't think that number 4 is a big time wide receiver for Kilgore. Am I right?
He has had a very electric year. He's in East Texas, so people don't hear about him too much. But yes, he has had a very electric. I think he's committed to Texas State. If I'm not mistaken, but yes, that kid can ball.
Yeah, he played both.
He never got chances.
Yeah.
Go ahead, B-Rod.
No, I was just saying, Jay. He was playing both sides of the ball too, Jay.
Yeah, he played safety and wide receiver, but he didn't get a whole lot of chances that I saw.
No, and he was definitely the best player on the field for both teams. But
easy.
Well, that's what good coaches do, J Mac. They eliminate your best player.
Yeah, with a 5'7" cornerback. I'm just saying. That's what it was, man.
I do want to. I would say before you move up, if it's okay, because I know we're not going to talk about it. I watched Six Man for the first time on Wednesday. J Mac, that was the one exciting day in terms of offense. So I ain't gonna say go back and watch it, but that was a great experience, man. It's different, but it's very fun to watch. It's very one team put up 99 points the second game, so it was fun to watch. So shout out to those kids at Six Man. That was fun, new experience.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? What did you think of it? Because six-man football is difficult for me.
I knew I liked it when the team that won the second game, their first offensive play, they threw a 50-yard touchdown to the offensive lineman. From that point on, I was like, I told my brother, I was like, that's real football. But no, it was fun to watch, man. It's kind of like one guy can take over a game, especially offensively. There's a lot of space. They closed the field, but it's still only 6 players, and most of them on defense are in coverage. So it's a lot of space. It's kind of like throwback tackle, throw up tackle, whatever you call it. It's like playing street football. Just give it to one guy and give him space. And then he goes from there. But yeah, man, the two teams, I believe it's both teams that won it last year, won it again this year. So yeah, very exciting stuff. And the kid broke the record he had 9 rushing touchdowns in that second game where they scored 99 points. So it's different, but it was fun. It was fun. Something I'll watch next year. Yeah, shout out Aaron Valencia and his Red Devils. They did get beat by Gordon, but man, that damn Gordon team, they got their 3-peat. That's a good football team. But that's all I got on it. Yeah,
the best 6-man in West Texas couldn't get it done. That's okay. Man. Shout out to the A game. He support them, so we do too. No, man. So hey, now we get to the dub business. Like we said, we went 2-2. Fellas, we're gonna start with the 2 losses. We're gonna get the L's out the way, and then we can celebrate the end on good notes by talking about the winners.
Yeah.
But first, we gotta talk about the losers. We gotta bring it down. Let's start with Lone Star versus Smith and Valley. We already touched it a little bit. I'm gonna get your opinions, Pat, first. What was your thoughts on that game Friday night?
Man, I think your statement that you made at the beginning of the show about the interest level of the games being low, there was only 2 games I thoroughly enjoyed the whole entire weekend. Other than that, this is one of them games was like watching paint dry. I was sitting up here wondering what the hell happened to Frisco. Who let these imposters into the state title game? Because this didn't look like the Frisco Lone Star we saw all year at all.
I don't know.
And I understand that defense wins championships, but this was absolutely ridiculous. You got a player like Gross, and we was touting the next Kyler Murray at the quarterback, and sheesh. That was a tough watch. And I was fighting with my son over the TV because he came home. So I got Victory Plus on the front TV. He wants to watch the Oklahoma game, and he's like, "Well, we can just look at the Frisco Lone Star on the computer." I'm like, "Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go to the bedroom and put it on my other big TV and watch it back here." And bruh, I missed a hell of an Oklahoma game because of this crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you should have let him have that.
hey, sometimes son knows best, man. Sometimes son knows best.
For sure.
Hey, but you're right, man. We might have to go ahead and call the police on Lone Star.
Woo!
Damn.
Man.
Not gonna lie, they was impersonating a contender.
Yeah,
but you know what? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say they stole a lot of my viewing time that night too, so we got to call the police on them for stealing 3 hours of my life.
With Frisco, I don't think so, man. I think this was, but you know, Lone Star will be back. But the problem is now they're gonna have to go against the DeSotos and Lancasters and you know, Cedar Hills, and you still gonna have to beat Highland Park again. And I'm telling you, and I think that Port Arthur Memorial team probably gonna be back. And Smith and Valley.
I'm gonna say, don't count out Coach because he went all them time losing. He got 2 in a row now. He's not gonna come off that easy, man. He's been waiting on that for a long time.
And guess what, Jay? All them teams in Region 2. They all gonna be in Region 2.
Yeah. That's the crazy part. So
man,
I don't know. I really don't know. I know they're gonna have a good team. My coach over there, he's a good coach. And you know, we gotta talk about it. I think he's what 0-3 in state championship now?
That's their second time.
0-2. Okay.
Yeah, that's their second
0-2. He 0-2.
So him and Riley, you know, they be competing.
He put himself in that boat of gotta get over the hump for sure.
Yeah, he's in that boat. My man, Big Stepper, right on time. What's happening, Stepper?
What's up, y'all? What's up? How's it going?
Man, we just touching on this. I don't know if you got an opinion on the previous game, but we talking about this Lone Star Smith and Valley game right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard to win football games when you can't block, and they could not block Smith and Valley's defensive line. I don't care how good your quarterback is, how good your receivers are. If you can't block them, you're gonna have a long, long night. And that Smith and Valley defensive line, those 3 down linemen, they were a problem all night. Got 2, you know, the number 99, the as J-Mac would say, the chip and the cookie. He's committed to UTEP. I mean, so you got two D1 guys right there on the D line. The other number 97, the other chip in the cookie, he's going to be getting D1 offers. He's just a junior. So you got 3 possible D1 defensive linemen. It's pretty tough to handle. Lone Star, and see, the thing is, Lone Star's best blocker is their tight end, the one who's going to OU.
Yeah.
But he tore his ACL week 8, so that completely changed how they have to operate, and they struggled. Lone Star's defense didn't play bad, but to me the difference was the D line, the Smith and Valley D line, and then when they went empty, I love the game plan for Smith and Valley. They used a double spy linebacker on Trey Wright, so when they went empty, they had 2 spies on Wright, and then they just figured between their D line and the spies, Wright wouldn't be able to do anything, and they did a great job. So credit to the Smith and Valley. That was a master class in defense.
Master with very minimal chips and cat daddies. I'm just saying, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Credit to them. I thought that was the difference in the game. Did y'all talk about small school games? I guess I probably missed it. I was probably
we kind of.
I went to Brahms in honor of Coach Todd winning the state championships. I went to Brahms in honor of Coach Todd. So
did you get your banana split?
I got me a cheeseburger. I was hungry. I was working on realignment. I was redoing my realignment, and then I was like, oh shit, I got to go get dinner. So.
Oh yeah,
I'm supposed to be taking the week off, back to state championships. I'm over here doing realignment stuff. So,
hey, work never ends. Do it.
Yep, don't stop.
No, I got coaches calling about coaching changes and all this other stuff. So, need James Pointer to tell us who's going to get Lancaster. I saw him in the comments.
Yeah, James, give us the T. Who got L Town? Who got L Town job, man? Go put it. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Ain't nobody watching.
I saw Coach Paul Saturday. Gave him a hug.
Did you?
Yeah, he was on the sideline for the Duncanville game. He was out on the sidelines. So
that's dope, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see him around, man.
Yeah.
What did you ask about future plans, or he just enjoying the girls?
I'm sure he's enjoying the girls, but I'm sure he's gonna poke around at a couple of these jobs that are open. You know, I'm sure he's gonna.
He definitely one I would call. Like I said, he didn't have a bad record. I mean, it ended the way it ended, but
no, I think he'll have a chance. Hopefully, he'll get a chance. I think he's
the resume says he's experienced now, right?
He does have experience. So, but anyway, I don't want to derail. But I mean, I don't know. It was good. I saw J Mac and B Rise at the halftime of the Kilgore Stephenville game. Solomon, I hate I didn't see you. Saturday, I stayed in the press box. I didn't want to get in the mix. Saturday, I was either on the field or I was in the press box Saturday. I wasn't messing around on the concourse with all the foolishness that was going on.
Absolutely
on the concourse. So that's sad, disappointing to see and hear about. Hate to hear that. So
yeah, hey man. But before I get the rest of the opinions on did y'all give me the opinions on the Lone Star? Who B-Rise got? Did you give it?
I was gonna say pretty much everything Matt said. I just wanted to point out that Lone Star's defense gave their offense every chance to stay in that game. And shout out to Smithson Valley. Like Lone Star, their offense is not super creative, but they haven't been penalized for it because of those freaking athletes. And Friday night, they got penalized for it. One coach was just more prepared than the other. So, but yeah, that's Matt pretty much hit that for me.
Yeah, I was gonna pick that. Like I said, with Smithson Valley, like I said, they dominated up front, man. As far as offense, man, I never seen. I would never think I would see Lone Star ahead of 6 points. That's why, man.
They were averaging over 50 points a game in the playoffs, and they scored 6.
Yeah, so they caught me out guard too, Jay. Yeah, man, they caught me out guard, but it also made me think too about that Port Arthur team too. Like, man, how good were they? Because
for real,
they were really good. They were really good. They were up. So I saw Port Arthur in the regional final, and I was very impressed. They were up on Smithson Valley 21-7 in the second quarter with the football.
Wow.
They lost. They threw an and the 7 that Smithson Valley had was a kickoff return for a touchdown. So then Smithson Valley's defense got an interception, set them up with the short field. They scored. It was 21-14 at the half. And they got in the locker room, made some adjustments, and dominated the second half. So credit to them, man. Coaching and kids following through. So, still means something.
I believe that because, like I said, their offense, nothing about their offense was spectacular. Like,
they play complementary football. They lean into what they're good at, and that's special teams and defense.
Yeah, basically.
He did. The QB got hurt right before halftime, but he came back.
Yeah, he came back in the game.
Yeah. He just I just think they just got caught and ran into a better team, man. I mean, like I said, I don't really have nothing too like shocking to say. I think y'all said it. It's just the better team won, the better defense won for sure, and the better offense. I ain't even gonna say I don't even know if they was the better offense because I think the best offense kind of lost to the best defense.
Yeah. The defense played better than the offense. That's just all it was. That great offense made a better defense.
Yeah. That was tough, man. So that was one L that the DFW took. Let's talk about the other one. The other snooze fest.
That one hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That one hurt. That one hurt.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. If you didn't have no coffee, some 12-hour energy, or a line of cocaine, you probably wasn't gonna stay up the whole game.
Not the paddle.
I'm just saying, man. No, man, it was a tough game to watch, though. I don't care what y'all want to say. It was a tough game to watch, and
we kind of knew it was going to be like that, though. I mean, I know all week I've been telling everyone, man, Duncanville North Shore is going to be a rock fight. It's going to be low scoring. It's going to be a slugfest. And it kind of. Now I didn't think it would be that low scoring, but it played out a lot like the way I think I picked 21-17. I'll be honest, my official pick was Duncanville, but by Tuesday I had already changed my mind. I was like, I think North Shore is going to win. And for me, and I think I told you this, J-Mac, on the phone. I know I told Jesse Wyatt when he called because he was trying to convince me Duncanville was going to win. I just felt like North Shore, what they do well, what they always are fast, and they always tackle really well in space. And with Duncanville, that's the way you beat this Duncanville team. You got to tackle in space. You got to tackle Yancey and Theus in space, and North Shore did a great job of that, And I don't think Duncanville, they've been kind of holding it together with duct tape and chicken wire, with their offense, and I just don't think they had a counter.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened, man. I'm gonna get y'all opinion on what y'all think. B-Rise, how did you see that game? And what you think of the outcome?
You know what? I'm gonna say shout out to North Shore. They won first girl. They did what they had to do to win. Their game plan was, simple. Like I said, just make one big play and let our defense hold the line. And like you said, their defense outplayed Duncanville. They said they made the stops when they had to. And before at Duncanville, man, I'm just surprised, man. They couldn't move the ball at all, Jay. But I've been saying, people like, you switched up, with Duncanville. But I've been saying, I always thought, the other quarterback was the better quarterback per se. And I thought, moving to the playoffs, I thought it was gonna come down to quarterback play, Jay.
Yeah. I mean, and let's be honest, North Shore quarterback wasn't particularly lighting it up.
No, he just
he made a couple of throws, off script when he got out of the pocket a little bit. I mean, Duncanville's defensive line is talk about Smith and Valley's D line got 3 D1 guys. Duncanville got 3 D1 guys, at least maybe 4.
I think all 4 of them gonna end up at D1 schools for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's what But what did you think of it, Pat?
Man, I was struggling. I'm sitting on the North Shore side, then just sitting there watching the quarterback play. I thought that Duncanville lost the opportunity early in the game, and I know people were going crazy on the OC online when they got down to the 10-yard line and they tried to throw that little quick screen out to the wide receiver, errant pass that got intercepted. It was first down. I felt like they should have ran it into the end zone. I think if they would have scored there, that would have changed the entire outcome of that game. They would have won that game based on how the rest of that game went. And like Matt, I predicted this type of game as well. I had mentioned that this game was going to be similar to the 17-10 game from years ago when they lost JJ. And it played out to be that type of game. But I thought that they missed a big opportunity to just stuff it into the end zone. They had all the momentum. North Shore was not stopping their first drive. They stopped the first drive. After that, quarterback play on both sides was tough. It was a tough deal. But I think on the North Shore end, it was because of Duncanville. Duncanville, imposed their will throughout that game. And for them to give up 10 points, hey, no shame there. You should be able to give up 10 points in the championship game and win that. So, but I thought a golden opportunity was lost in the first drive.
Yeah, that hurt. That kind of set the tone for the whole game. That interception was tough.
Yeah,
and it looked like a miscommunication, but
I don't know if because the play was there, so I don't know if that was one of those choice routes or because the receiver was open over the middle, but it looked like the QB. Yeah, it looked like I felt like somebody in the press box said it was a bad throw. I don't know if it was a bad throw. I think it was just a miscommunication. That's what happened.
Predetermined read. He was going there no matter what.
Yeah, and so J-Mac. I know y'all. I don't think the Kilgore game, that interception that Kilgore threw in the end zone. Well, I think I told you about it. Their technology, their watches, the Wi-Fi went out for like 2 minutes, and so they didn't have the watch.
Oh wow!
And so that's if you look if you go back and watch the Kilgore game, you look at the quarterback looking at his watch and like was doing this because I found out their watch went out. So sometimes that happens. We see the interception and we want to blame a receiver or blame a quarterback. Sometimes it's just high school kids just messing up, or just miscommunication. That's football sometimes. But I guess if you have an issue with Duncanville's play calling, I think that's fair because you got your backup quarterback throws 35 passes and maybe it was just they felt like they couldn't run the ball consistently. But I thought when Duncanville did try to run the ball, they had some margin. And that's actually, to me, how North Shore really started moving the ball in the third quarter. They kind of got in their heavy personnel and just kind of stayed between the tackles and had some success. And maybe that's what Duncanville should have done. But, it's easy to second guess after the fact. But, I think it's a valid critique, I would say.
That's actually what I thought. I thought that's how North Shore won the game is when they decided to just go heavy, and we don't care if we getting 3-4 yards of carry or not. We go heavy until we can catch you sleeping.
Yeah,
and get one over the top.
Yeah, and they actually caught a break on that one because it was good coverage on the touchdown that North Shore scored. The post safety. If you watch the replay, he stumbled just a little bit.
Yep.
And that stumble gave the receiver just enough. And it was a great throw by Maryland. He made a good throw there. You could see the touch on the deep ball that he does have. He made some nice deep throws. And North Shore, that number 5 for North Shore, he's a good receiver. He that one catch that got overturned was that was an unbelievable play. He just didn't hang on to it, but you could see the talent.
Right.
The crazy thing about North Shore, looking ahead to 2026, I mean, they're young. Like North Shore's, I think returns their defense is almost all juniors.
This was supposed to be a rebuild.
Yeah,
Game
they're gonna be a real problem next year. I'm telling you. So, but yeah, it was the second half was a lot more exciting. The first half definitely was a snooze fest. I thought the second half was pretty exciting because both teams started to move the ball, and then late in the game, that last drive where Duncanville drove down. I'm interested. Duncanville's kicker. When the times I've seen him, he looks like he's got a decent leg in 45 yards. But I wonder, was he hurt? Because he barely made the extra point, and then they didn't even. You could tell they weren't even thinking about the field goal there on fourth down. So I don't know if he was hurt or something, but I thought he could make the field goal. They weren't even thinking about it.
Right.
They were also out of timeouts, and they really didn't have a chance to really, go through it because they were out of timeouts.
You can't give them that, Matt, because they sat there for a good 15 seconds trying to figure out what they were about to do.
They did. They ran some time off the clock.
They could have sent that kicker out there.
And maybe that's what maybe that 15 seconds was them debating if they were going to kick or run a play. And the actual play that they called on fourth down, it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked at that play again, and if the pass would have been just a little bit more accurate, he would have got it. If you notice, he had to come back to the ball while going towards the sideline.
Yeah, that's a tough catch. But
that's a tough catch.
Yeah, and for a running back especially, we're not talking about a wide receiver out in that pattern. We're talking about a running back who's trying to do that. But also, it was open though. It was there. The play, the call, the play design was there. The guy
wide open.
If it's better executed, it's a first down. He might score on that.
He might score. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what, Matt? Let me talk about that catch for a second, Matt. Like you said, the quarterback, if he would have released the ball right when he's supposed to, he would have got the first down. But even if the receiver, the running back would have caught the ball while being late, he wasn't going to get that fourth down because they were closing in. So by the time, even if he would have caught the ball, Matt, I mean, by being late, he was going to get that fourth down.
Especially because it was behind him, and he was momentum would have been stopped. Yeah,
he wasn't going to get the fourth down.
Man, them North Shore DBs, they weren't as big as they usually are, but my goodness, they are.
That number 20 was impressive.
Yeah, and they, like I said, they tackle. They may not be the biggest D1 guys, man, but them dudes they make sure you get to the ground.
No, I think that was the biggest difference because, like you said, Duncanville been hanging on, but when they run those sweeps outside, they beat teams to the edge. They could not beat North Shore's defense to that edge at all. That speed for North Shore, and like you said, the tackling ability, because that was kind of hurting Duncanville. Because I know Coach Sample said in his interview last week he prided himself on scoring the red zone and their ability to tackle. And Duncanville, if you watch the game, a lot of times the first tackle was missed. Stiff armed or whatever it was, the DNs, they were getting the backfield, but on run plays, they were not making that first tackle. And I think that was definitely a big difference. But yeah, they could not beat them to that edge, man. So that was very impressive by the North Shore defense.
Yeah, that last play, it was interesting that they put 20, a linebacker, in at running. He had been doubling as a running back, short yardage back anyway. But I am surprised they didn't put one of the other backs in.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be honest. I thought they should have ran 22. What's my guy name?
Joe.
I thought they should have. Joe was hitting that hole at first pause, but he was really looking explosive in that first half to me. Like he was hitting it up in there. He was getting 3, 4, 5 yards of carry, sometimes 6 yards.
Yeah, he had 5 carries for 24 yards. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I thought they should have kept that going.
I was thinking the same thing on the personnel issue with 20, and I was like, well, maybe they should put Yancey or Theus in there. But then I'm also thinking, I talked to a defensive coach, a head coach who's a defensive guy, and we talked about it. And he was also like, well, you got to think if they personnel Theus or Yancey at running back, then North Shore is going to change their defense a little bit to combat that. You have it's 6 1/2 dozen of the other, so to speak, because North Shore obviously is going to pay more attention to Yancey and Theus because those are the dudes. And,
right. That's a good point.
So I thought that was a fair point because obviously they're going to have a call if they see 6 or 2 in the backfield, they're going to adjust what they do defensively to make sure they're aware of that. Whereas I think they feel like, okay, we're going to take our chances. We're going to make somebody other than number 1, number 6, or number 2 beat us, and that's why it was there for number 20, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah. I agree with B. Rise. I think that QB waited too long to throw that ball. That pass was open.
It was there. It was there. The call, it was there. And nobody's going to talk about it. I thought the drop on second down over the middle.
Oh, that was tough. We talked about that. Yeah, we talked about.
Yeah,
and
that was tough. He gets the first down.
He had multiple drops like that, and I think it was just the fact that receivers were constantly adjusting the balls.
Yeah.
Well, is that everyone's final thought? We gotta get on a brighter note.
do we want to address the elephant in the room about Duncanville, though?
Yeah, might as well.
What does everyone think? Is this Samp's last game? If you had to pick, we don't know. Nobody knows what he's going to do, right? Right. But if we have to pick, what are we thinking? What's the vote?
I think he should retire. No sense in chasing. Don't go out trying to chase something. He had his shots. I thought this was his best coaching job at Duncanville was this year, considering everything he went through.
Yeah, everything that happened.
Yeah, everything he been through. I thought this was his best coaching job. He just fell short. Nobody saw the things that was gonna happen. But if I'm him, I'm hanging it up, man. Because I ain't gonna lie, my man looked beat down. My man looked like the homie on the Green Mile. He was eyes tired, boss.
Hold on, like,
come on, Jim.
Yeah. He eyes tired, boss. That's how I sound. I'm just being honest, man.
J Mac votes retirement. He's voting retirement. He say Sam's hanging it up. Okay.
I'll say this. I was watching the press conference, and I think he gave some clues in the press conference by not addressing it. If you're coming back, you're gonna be like, oh no, we got to go, go out there. But he's like, nah, I don't even want to talk about this. I want to talk to my kids now and all that. I think in his mind, he knows that he's probably gonna hang it up. And a great career. You've been to 7 state championships.
Yeah, 7 state championships.
7 state championships in a 35, 40-year career. You've done some big things. Wow. But yeah, for me, For me, if it was me, I still do it. I'm gonna be like Eddie Robinson from Grambling. I'm just gonna be on the sideline until they just throw me in the pine box.
You gonna be over there get your Joe Biden though? Just sleep.
Sleep in the game. Sleeping during the game.
Over there like Joe Pa. What you think, B-Rod?
That's a major pause now.
Yeah, pause. I don't want to put that on my man. My bad. Strike that. Go ahead, B-Rod.
J-Mac, Pack, and Solomon. The way Duncanville lost, I think he's gone. I think he's gonna hang him up. But rightfully so. Like I said, there's no reason to try to chase nothing. I mean, like I said, man, you're proven you're one of the greats. And let's be real. At this point, it ain't no reason to try to chase, man. Let's hang it up, man. He had a great career. I think Coach Barnes should take over for that job. I think it's his time to get the keys to that Porsche, and go from there.
Yeah, while it's still gas in it. I agree.
Yeah, while it's still gas.
Do your protege a favor by leaving him the keys with a full tank. I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, let's leave him something. Don't take all the banana pudding.
What you think, Solomon?
Yeah, I'm kind of with B-Rise. I'm kind of 50. I think that and because we already said it too, it's hard to walk away with a loss like that, like where you should have won. But at the same time, a little theory of mine, I could be wrong. I feel like at the end of the game, he let his coaches make the decision on how to end that game as a way of like, I'm not going, how your mom be like, I ain't going to be here forever. I need y'all to. So I think it was kind of like that where he was trying to, let somebody else finish this. But it's hard to walk away with losing like that, especially with everything he's been through, all the close losses and Skyline. It's just, you would think he'd want to end with the championship. And he has, he's at the right place to do so. But I'm with B-Rise. Don't wait till it's a bad program and then give it to somebody.
Yeah, don't do that. I would say just because you could always stick around as a mentor, a confidant.
That's what I figured he'd do for Todd. Go help at side.
Consultant, like you ain't gotta wake up and do nothing. You still could get up and go to the school and just hang out with Barner all day and go over film and personnel.
What they call a volunteer coach.
Yeah. Trust me, he gonna still have the keys to the field house. It don't even matter.
He always
sit up in the press box.
His name on the field. He always welcome.
His name on the field.
My guess is he retires. I think if I had to pick, I would say he retires. There's some clues that I've gotten that can't share publicly in a public forum. But I think J-Mac, I've shared them with you privately. Some things that tell me that there's possibly. I think this might be it for him. We'll see. He can give you the okie doke though. Samp is crafty, and but my guess is if I had to pick, I would say retire. If they won, if Duncanville would have pulled it out 100%, I think he's retire. Yeah, I think he'd go out on top. But I think even this, I think he does. At some point, Father Time is undefeated, and he's gonna get us all, and we all gonna slow down and Samp, hopefully if he does decide to slow down, I hope he gets to enjoy whatever years the good Lord's blessed him to have left, and hopefully he enjoys it and enjoys his grandchildren and that kind of thing. So, but if he's got it in to coach some more, then I'll be happy to shake his hand and talk to him pregame again like I did yesterday. Because I made sure yesterday, just in case it was his last game to go. Yeah. He was sitting over on the bench, and I went over there and talked to him for just a couple minutes. I don't want to bother him too much pregame, but just told him how much I appreciate him, and he's always been good to me. And he's never super trusting of the media, but if I call, he picks up the phone and answers. Don't text him, but he will. If I call, he does pick up. I'd say 7 times out of 10. So I'll take that as a win, because some of my other compadres in the media, when they call, they don't get an answer. So I'll take that as a win.
Respect. That's respect.
I get like 1.5 out of 10.
Exactly. Yeah, you special, Matt. You special. But okay, let's get to the good news. We're gonna celebrate that. We got some champs to talk about. I'm gonna let y'all pick, because personally I want to go Who y'all want to go first? Who you want to go last? They both great. They both deserve they praise.
So you go in chronological. That's the fair way to do it. Let's go in chronological order. Go. Sock played first. Talk about them first, and then.
Yeah, well, let's go with Sock then. Okay, Sock versus Randall. Not quite as entertaining as last year as far as going down to the wire. But this is what I predicted Wednesday. Me and Pat both said it'd be by 21 easy.
Yeah.
Didn't think it was gonna be hard. I didn't think I didn't think that Randall had the same things they had last year as far as the X factor with bringing in the smaller QB to kind of run around and cause chaos.
And Randall was better. They were better up front last year too. They were
especially defensively. Yeah. That is true. But I get your opinion, man. Go ahead, Matt. Go. You start us out. Give us your opinion about the game and how you saw it.
I think it could have been a lot worse if Sock wanted it to be. I think they got into full game control mode in the third quarter, and it was 35-10. And they kind of went into kind of a ball control offense, and Randall actually kind of stuffed them a lot in the second half. But they at the second half, you can see the Sock defense kind of going into that shell. Well, they were going to get. That's why Randall had the ball most of the second half, but they weren't getting any big plays. They were having to grind out 6 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards, and Sock just milked this game. Managed the game on into a state championship. They had complete control of that game. I never felt like there was any chance Randall was going to make that game remotely competitive. It was just a complete. You know how when you're older and your older brother tries to fight you and you just put your hand on top of his head and just hold him like at a distance and he's just swinging and can't even touch you. Absolutely. That's kind of how I felt Sock had Randall. They just had him at arm's length the entire time, and it was I don't want to say easy win, but a convincing win. I think considering South Oak Cliff did beat North Shore, I think they have a case as the best team in the state of Texas. I think that would be hotly debated between DeSoto, Sock, and I think North Shore. But I think there's, for a 5A Division II team to have that case is really impressive. And so,
I don't think you could leave out Smith and Valley. I mean, could we just say somebody going to beat them?
I think if they would have lined up against the Duncanville, I think that would have been a little too much for them.
Smith and Valley lost to Brennan, so.
Okay. San Antonio team.
They lost to Brennan. Brennan's a good team. They lost to Lake Travis.
I'm just basing it off what I saw here. They look like they could compete.
But also, I think it's also about who's playing the best at the right time. And because we can look at DeSoto's resume, we'll talk about DeSoto here in a little while. They have 3 losses, but in this week 17, is there anybody in Texas playing better than them? So sometimes it's peaking at the right time, playing your best football at the right time. But Sock, man, tip of the cap to them, super impressive. They were the best team in 5A Division II, and it wasn't even close. And they got their lick back. Sock revenge narrative is a real thing, and they got their lick back, and credit to them. I do think playing on, they didn't need to throw the ball a lot, but their quarterback was 12 of 13. Dunny was
it up.
And I do think playing 7-on-7 helped them out a lot this year. They had that trick in their tool belt just in case they needed it, and they busted it out early in the game. Their passing game was very effective. So tip of the cap, they played a great game, had a great season. They convincing state champs. And hey, Sock had a great crowd. I've given Sock's crowd a hard time, the last couple of years, and some of the losses, and they had a great crowd Saturday.
That was the Southern sector. They was all together. They was all together.
They weren't there last year. For sure.
They weren't there last year.
They weren't there last year, and it's a reason.
They were there this year. So credit to I was talking to Spence and Ward pregame and Willow pregame, and we were like, man, the crowd is here early this year, and that was good. I could tell it was going to be a good crowd because it was a lot of people there 30 minutes before kickoff.
It was packed, man. It was packed. 2-pack for me. That's why I stay home. But
based on some of the videos I'm seeing on TikTok, it was real packed.
That's exactly why I don't go. Packed with people. I'm not going to talk about it, but that's why I don't go. So that's say what you want, because all I'm gonna say, had a wonderful time Friday. I had a wonderful time.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Just
J-Mac was hanging out with the East Texas folks, man. I walked by, I saw a guy from Carthage. He had a full red suit on, red hat, red gator shoes, and he was over there pointing like,
Hey,
"Yeah, we
man.
finna win 11." He's doing.
I love them country folks, Matt. Country folks know how to. I'll tell you, man. Hey, I sat next to me and B. Ryan. We would sit there. It was some older white guys behind us that they probably been following Kilgore forever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and all that. They've been following him around. Since they probably could follow him around, and I that's the kind of stuff I love, man. Just seeing people like that they ain't got no grandkids out there. They ain't related to nobody out there, but they just, love their team and drive way to Arlington just to support, man. And to me, that's what high school football is supposed to be about.
Them East Texas people are my people, man. I went to college in East Texas, so I love East Texas, man. They crack me up, man. There's some funny people out there, man. I love them.
It was dope, man. It was dope. Okay, B-Rod, what did you think of the sock random? You got anything on? I think Matt did a good job, but everybody got their own opinion.
Oh yeah, he did a good day. I'm just gonna touch on it real quick, Jay. But like I said, man, they made Black Jesus work for every single yard he got from the pump, from the kickout return to every rush he had. Man, that D-line, they made him work. Man, I never seen Black Jesus look that defeated, man. Like I said, how many rush yards he had, Jay?
He had 120, which I told the Houston folks, I told the Musty folks, 100 yards ain't gonna mean nothing. Look at how many carries he did to get it.
He needed to get 250, close to 300 to beat Sock. Yeah, 121.
3 yards a carry, 3.75 yards a carry.
Yeah.
And that's all I got on that, Jay. I'm gonna say one more thing about
they did stop kicking to him though. I was like, why?
You know what I said, Matt? When he ran that kickoff back, I said, see, Ty just hard hit it. He know damn well he ain't had no business kicking that ball off to that man.
Well, they didn't kick it to him again.
Hey, I would say this, Matt. Did you? There was something that happened in that play, though, that the referees completely missed that actually shouldn't have been a touchdown. And that's when that player was playing without his helmet. Once he does that, that's unsportsmanlike conduct that should have been thrown.
Yeah. That was Dallas. That was
Dallas officials.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell y'all missed that? Big call. And it happened right in front of the head ref.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they let him, the white hat, that crew, obviously I know that white hat very well. He's a well-known white hat. Yeah, a great official. He's
shout out Ricky. Official. Shout out Ricky. I know him. He's a good guy.
Southside, we call him Southside Rick in the media.
I don't want him. I'll be honest. I like Ricky, but I don't want him doing my basketball game. I don't watch too much.
Hey, let him make it. Let him make it.
It ain't good.
They let him play a little bit. He will let the kids decide it. But I didn't see the helmet come off, Pat. But you obviously have that eye for that kind of thing. So probably that's one of those. That's not a judgment call. That's a very clear.
That's an automatic. Yeah. Because the helmet came out and the kid fought the sock kid for about another 7-8 seconds during the whole return, and you got to stop playing once the helmet comes out.
Yeah, but boy. That kickoff return, you could see how special he is when he got that ball in his hands, boy.
Man.
Yeah.
But with that quarterback, I do think too, Jay, that this has been Sock's best quarterback play since Genesis. Well,
yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah, no, I agree, Pat.
So man, shout out to he calling himself T-triple-O-D.
Ain't that T-triple-O-D?
Like once, twice, 3 times a lady. So shout out to Todd and Ward, man. I mean, they were special in that game. They only gave up 1 touchdown on the offensive end, and they really shut them down. Like J-Mac said earlier, we told our crew from Musty Town that if Sock get up on you by 21, you ain't coming back in that game. And I thought that Ward taught a master class in playing defense, and them boys are ready. And then to Matt's point, I love the way that they started out the game with all the pass, and that was the game plan going in, because they knew that Randall would be keying on the running backs. The running backs have been putting in a lot of work and doing their thing. And I think they hit them with a bunch of body blows with the passing and just kept them off schedule. And then they came back with the running game and then, softened them up a little bit. Great game plan all around, because I guarantee you Randall wasn't expecting to see them passing, that many times in the first half. I was just watching. I'm like, hey, they passing again. They passing again. I wasn't used to it. And I thought number 3,
Torn Teague.
Yeah, Teague was the unsung hero in the first half. He went the hell off. He played with a lot of juice, even throwing them in at the Wildcat. I thought there was some great game planning on Sock's end. Just a lot of forethought into that process.
Yeah. What's your, before I give mine real quick? Is trying to get, what is he committed or did he sign or what's going on? Because that kid right there, when I first saw him play JV, I thought he was super good.
Yeah, I don't think he's committed anywhere, but he is a steal for sure wherever he goes.
Man, I don't know what's going on with him. Dog, that he is good. I'm gonna be honest, he is really good, man. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's the size thing, or maybe they question. I don't even know you can question his speed, because he looked fast enough to me. Ain't nobody catching him. So I don't know what's going on. You know anything about that, Matt?
What was that? Sorry, my wife was texting me. What you got?
Oh, no, I was just saying, you know anything about Trotter and his recruitment? Like I
don't think he's signed anywhere yet, but I know a guy who just took a college job might be looking for a running back, so I would be surprised if he takes a look at him. So
there you go.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah.
He's a great player. Great player. Love that. I bet Solomon has a lot to say about that Sock offensive line.
That's why I was going to ask. Give us
the Loaf boys. The Loaf boys are putting on a clinic Saturday. They put on an O-line clinic.
His best friend is what's his name?
Talking about Coach Zach?
Yeah, his best friend is Zach. I'm pretty sure he gonna tell us something, man. I'm pretty sure he can tell us something.
Yeah, Zach is a fellow South Arlington guy.
Allegedly.
Pride of Seguin.
Come on, James.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's not.
When I was growing up, he was there. That's all that matters.
He loves some Agtown. I just gotta, give him.
We give you a hard time.
I know he loves Agtown. Go ahead, son.
Yeah, man. I mean, like Matt said, man. I mean, and defense, you got to get that defensive line some credit too, man. That 0 and 99. I was like, if JP don't get defensive MVP, I would not be mad at one of them two, because they was in that they lived in that backfield. But yeah, man, in the trenches, and we talk about that 6A and comparing versus state. I mean, there's not many 6A programs with an offense and defensive line that big and that good. Like, it's hard to find 5 good offensive linemen. So shout out to Sock for that. Man, they were prepared. Like y'all said, that's the because I've been bragging to everybody about Black Jesus's game where he had 330 on 19 carries. Like, that's impressive. But they made him earn every yard he had, 32 carries. Man, so that defense, and Spence hit me up after the game too. He had something for you, J Mac, that's for sure. But yeah, man, I told him Black Jesus stayed in Houston. That was Landon Williams on Saturday morning. So they handled that up. So shout out Sock. Torn Teague, man. I don't know if they do utility player for all state. I don't remember, but he's definitely got to be in that conversation. He is. I agree with Pat, the unsung hero, man. As I do think Trotter deserved MVP, but that kid Torn Teague is a game changer because anywhere when it comes to making plays in open space. I mean, you got Jermaine Bishop. Nobody's gonna argue that for sure. And a few other guys that can really do it. But he's put himself in that conversation this season. Because I remember looking at his numbers last year, doing all those scatter reports for Sock. He was not producing like he had this year. So shout out to Sock. Shout out to that defense, Coach Spence, Coach Ward, Coach Todd. And shout out my guy, Arlington, Coach Zach, man. Shout out to Sock. That was a great game. Dominance. Like Matt said, that was dominance. That was a showcase of dominance. They could have put a whole lot more than 35 points on them if they wanted to.
Makes sense. That makes sense. I thought they could have ran it up if they wanted to too, but I forgot to get my picture, but yeah, I got a good picture of my man Randall.
Yeah, I saw you posted that.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Don't do that, Jay. That's a good guy, man. Don't do him like that.
Hey man, it ain't got nothing to do about being good or bad, brother. It got nothing to do with it. It ain't got
I
nothing
need
to
to
do
see
with
that
it.
one, J Mac. I need it.
I will send it to you, brother, because we got to put it on Wednesday show. I did not have time to put it on this show.
You wrong, man. You wrong, man.
In the press conference, Coach Randall, he stood up and just said it. He goes, man, we got beat. He was like, it was no excuses. He just said, man, they played better. And he said it wasn't the kids' fault. It was our fault. You know, he took which I know coaches have to say that, you know, because they can't just say, hey man, our kids played bad. But I appreciate him standing up and taking it. But he said he didn't do nothing but give credit to Sock. He said they just beat us, and he said that's just what happens sometimes. They got beat Saturday. That's just is what it is. It's pretty simple to me. They just got their butts kicked.
Absolutely.
That's probably why I'm not a head coach. I'll be naming names and everything.
Man, this kid missed this block. This kid yeah. Nah, he stood up and took it. He said, man, it's not the kid's fault. It's our fault. The coaches, we didn't have our guys ready to play. I mean, I think they could have had him as ready to play as they ever could have been. I still think Sock would have won. I think Sock was a better football team, and they, you know, they had a great game plan. The kids executed the plan to perfection.
And like I said, unless your name is Duncanville or DeSoto, you're not beating them back to back.
No, that was this game.
You say that. That's facts.
Yeah.
No, those are just facts. Like, it's not happening. So, you know, and shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. Man, I was trying to download it, man. I was trying to sneak it in.
Hey, download it, dog. We got you.
Honestly, I'll give you about 30 more seconds, J Mac, because I will say this. Of all the football I do watch, and I don't watch as much around the state as Matt. I told him I'm trying to get there. It's a lot going on just in the DFW alone. But man, if you want to talk about best teams in the state of Texas, at least from like a complete standpoint, Sock has to be in that conversation. It don't matter the classification, because if you can ball in the trenches like they can, that's the first step to balling with 6A and bigger schools, which they have. And I mean, besides Duncanville and maybe Southlake, they've got more athletes than anybody on that field that can really do something. Like DeSoto, I think they don't have as many great athletes, but they've got two guys that are just better than everybody on the field. So that's their thing. But in terms of a complete football team, and I know I asked last week if this was the best one, and Courtney said the one with there we go. This is the best Sock team, and that's the look of the face when you play the damn South Oak Cliff Golden.
Man, hey, we got a new meme.
That's what it looks like when Sock get their lick back. That's what it looks like, right?
I'm sorry, Coach Randall. I'm sorry. It's part of the business, man.
That is Jeremy McInnes. That is Jeremy McInnes.
Boy, I tell you.
At JMC_FAM on Twitter. Direct your inquiries to Jeremy.
No, facts.
Hey man, that is the new meme. We finally get to retire.
I know he's happy about that. He's happy about that for sure.
We finally get to retirement, man. And we get to keep it busted. That's what I love about it. We get to keep it busted.
Hey,
by God.
Hey, and if y'all got any more on the round the coach, send those in too. We got you.
Yeah, hey man, that look right there, like, yeah. But shout out to Coach, man, because that is an immaculate beard. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I don't know how
he got that Stay Soft Pro on it.
Yeah, he got some oil sheen on that one. I'm gonna be honest.
Ultra sheen.
Yeah. That joke was glistening. Like, I don't know.
I'm telling you, J Mac, he seems like the kind of man that has a very long memory. So,
and a very long beard too.
Yeah, don't let him influence you, Patty. You're gonna be on that list of names too.
J-Mac gonna go to Houston and request media credentials. They're gonna be like denied.
No. Wait a minute. Is it breaking news? Are we going to the Astrodome or wherever the hell they play?
NRG. Yeah, it might go to NRG. Maybe. We can talk about that at the end. I don't think it's going to NRG, but
Okay.
Jerry gonna have to make some adjustments on how they operate state games after.
Hey, Jerry, just tell Jerry to walk the concourse. They'll respect him enough. Jerry.
They'll respect his security detail enough. I can promise you.
Oh,
that.
for sure. Oh yeah, big. I forgot that dude's name, but yeah, he got some guys. Hell, they were handling Michael Irvin them back in the day.
Oh, fast.
Yeah, man. Shout out Sock. That was a hell of a game.
Hey, shout out Ward.
Hell of a game, man.
OD.
But and before we go on to we move on to the next game, I do want to say Willow during the show Wednesday, Willow was looking. He had that smirk on his face when we was having that talk about when we were talking about the 100-yard thing. Like he had that smirk, and I was trying to tell those Houston guys, like, bruh. That the D-line coach or one of them is right here. And y'all acting like, 100. I'm like, bro, 100 yards ain't nothing. They mad they gave up what they gave up.
When I was listening to that Wednesday night when I got back to my hotel room, I was like, man, number one, why you gonna put me in the closet during the dice game? What I do? What did I do to be called?
That was wrong. That was wrong.
Like I feel like I'm a pretty honest guy. J Mac, B-Rise, I'm a pretty honest guy.
We got you for you, dog. We had your back.
Y'all did. I appreciate that. Man. And
they was like, no, Matt cool, but he gotta go in the closet. I'm like, huh?
Say, man, we got to each other right.
I go to Houston all the time. I feel like I go to the hood in Houston all the time. I thought I was good, man. Oh, Coach Randall. Oh,
man,
a guy like that, man. By the way, you should have the Houston guys on for
a scoreboard. I need one.
J-Mac,
that's courtesy of Jesse White on that picture.
You should have the Houston guys back for a post game, after Christmas.
We gonna wrap it up with him. I didn't want to do it this show because I figured we gotta take care of our DFW business.
Yeah,
maybe Wednesday or next Sunday or whatever. We'll get back with them. We'll let them do their show where they talk about, they celebrate that one victory.
They should. Congrats.
Barely.
Celebrate that 3-point win. Split it out.
I would say advantage to Dallas this weekend. You got two lopsided wins, and Houston got them one, but it was a nail biter. So I would say advantage Dallas in this round. So
for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's yeah. So on to the next one, man. Shout out to Sock 3-time. Everybody that got doing what they do, man. Salute. Now let's talk to who I think might be first place in the GOAT category. Especially if we talking Southern sector, black, whatever you want to talk. I think Coach Mathis is that guy. And just like I said about Coach Samples, I thought that was his best coaching year. I thought this year was Coach Mathis' best coaching season. Because I think he went into probably more games as an underdog than he probably ever has. Right? This year. And came out on top every time. Averaged almost 60 points a game in the playoffs. He went from and he took a lot of heat this year. DeSoto as a whole took a lot of heat this year.
Sure, they absolutely did. He did. I mean, he dealt with a lot this year. There's a lot. I think he could probably write a book on this season. I bet he could write a book on this season. All the just from the blowout loss to start the season to all the off the field things. He's probably he was AD, then he got moved to head coach and all that stuff. So it's probably a book that can be written about it. But man, you got to give DeSoto their flowers and Coach Mathis and his coaching staff their flowers because they did a great they did a great job, man. The growth they had from week 1 to week 17 and the team that got on the plane to Georgia to play that first game versus the team that lifted that trophy Saturday night. It's two completely different football teams. Same kids, but they were just playing at a different level and playing with a different type of energy.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And I saw my man Jamal. And Jamal, you still ain't explain why you wanted to put my man in the closet, but we'll talk about it later. I thought he said he would give it Coach Gaston, and I think it probably is a close race if we talk about Coach of the Year.
They had a similar year. So yeah.
Same thing with North Shore, man. If like week 1 when they played sock to where they were week 17,
getting shut out by the other guy over there. Yeah.
I still think that Summer Creek game. This is not a DFW game, but I feel like that Summer Creek game was just an aberration. North Shore had just beaten CE King the week before, and I just wondered if that was just a weird aberration. But I think Coach Gaston did a great job, man. He very similarly to Coach Mathis has taken a lot of heat from his community because of the losses the last 2 years in the getting blown out by Duncanville. It didn't end a blowout, but it was a blowout. And then losing to Westlake in the semifinals last year, Coach Gaston had taken a lot of similar heat from his fan base there. And he's a North Shore alum.
That's what's crazy.
He's homegrown. Like he's East Side born and bred, and he was taking arrows from his own community that he But I think back to DeSoto though, man. I think you have to tip your cap to Coach Mathis, and they did a great job. And I do think you could tell in the first quarter the lights were just a little too bright for CE King. Like they had that 1,000-yard stare, and it's 27-0. And I was like, man, it's going to end up being like Summer Creek all over again. To CE King's credit, they did settle down, and hey, there was a moment there about 5 minutes where I was like, is this about to be a ball game?
Yeah.
Because it was 41-21, and they were driving right before halftime. And I'm telling the guys in the press box, they score and they get the wraparound to open the third quarter with the football. Like if you're down 27-0 after the first quarter and you go to the locker room and it's a 2-score game, you're feeling really good about things. And they almost did it. That pick six, it was a wrap. It was a wrap after that.
It kept him.
Yeah. And shout out to I see his pops in here. Legend Hal. I thought Legend had a great Legend literally
great game.
He literally outperformed every QB in the playoffs, I believe. Every QB, every opposing QB, he outperformed during that playoff run. If I ain't mistaken. Yeah.
He had a great game. He might have been the best quarterback of the weekend, other than maybe the only quarterback I think who really had a good game other than him. Because maybe the Carthage quarterback, I think he was 20 of 28.
Yeah.
That was about it. I mean, QB play this weekend was a little under. Maybe it was just a great defense, but
I was going to say this week was all about defense, man.
Yeah. But Legend Howell had a great game, and he deserves a lot of credit. They didn't need Sarad to do he had the one long run. They really didn't need him to do much because Legend was throwing darts out there, and they got a pump block for a touchdown, the pick six. They kind of got just Sarad kind of had a normal game. He didn't even need to run for 350 or whatever.
What they say he had the flu all week. That was Pops was telling me. He had the flu all week. So luckily they didn't have to really depend on him to do. Even though knowing him, he would have did it anyway. But they didn't need him to. Yeah. And at that point, like I said, I think Booby went crazy. So
Booby had a great game.
He did have a great game.
Yeah.
And I think Legend deserved his flowers definitely, because without him, I don't think they'd make that playoff run either. You know what I'm saying? I think he definitely showed up when he needed to. B-Rod, what you think of that game?
Man, I'll be honest, Jay. After I seen it was 27-0. Man, I went to my local bar, bro. So, I would give you bad bro, man. I was up till 9 in the morning, man. Hey, congrats now, but like I said, but I'm just gonna go back from what man said. Whoever thought them getting put 70? They said a team from Atlanta put a 70 on them. They come back the following week, losing to North Crowley. Starting this season 0-2. Like I said, man, that is a lot of adversity.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I mean, you know what, man? I'm hella impressed. Like I said, Jay, this is by far Coach Mathis' best job, and we talk about that great talk when we gonna get into next.
I think honestly,
Coach Mathis has a great. I mean, he has a great argument, man, as being one of the greats. I mean, I ain't saying I mean, he has a great legitimate argument to Mathis.
3 for 3.
Yeah,
3 for 3. We'll talk about it. We're gonna talk about the GOAT thing later. But 3 for 3 is legit.
Yeah. You 3-0 in state championship games. You big game coach. Big game coach.
Moteezy, I know you was happy for your dog.
Yeah, man. Dub salute to Claude Mathis, man. Been around the program since 2011, so I've seen all the good and the ups and downs and all that good stuff. But I think J-Mac, you said it earlier in the playoffs, maybe a few weeks ago, that you thought this was Coach Mathis' best coaching job, and I repeated that same comment to him and stuff like. Yeah, he had a lot of adversity. It really has been a 2-year run of adversity that he's been going through. I remember having a conversation with him mid-season last year. I was like, man, if we don't win state, it's gonna be because of da. I'm not gonna say what was said, but it was just he was kind of feeling that last year, and for them to pull it together and do it with a team that before the season wasn't nobody picking DeSoto to win state or whatever, everybody they lost the running back to Illinois, and I bet he wish he was here collecting his ring now. And but it was a blessing in disguise because Sarah Baker was able to just separate from everybody in the state. One thing Sarah did in the game that I really love was if you watch the touchdown by Cortland Jackson, that Sarad had a awesome block that sprung that touchdown. If it wasn't for that block, he would have scored that. And that just shows you what they do. I was also listening to the broadcast with what's my guy from the Cowboys that's on the broadcast?
With the dreads?
Yeah, with the dreads. I forget his name.
Isaiah Stanback.
Isaiah Stanback. But he was making great points in that game about how DeSoto's second level blocking with the receivers and all that, and how it springs them for bigger plays. And then he was comparing it to what King was doing. And King had a chance to score a touchdown, but their players didn't put that extra level of care into the blocking down the field for their teammates, and they didn't score. And I don't even know if they scored on that drive. But it kind of shows you the attention to details that Mathis and his staff has. I know they work countless hours up there. Shoot, they probably give up 15, 16 hours a day trying to make sure that they game playing well for these games. But, man, shout out to them. Shout out to the offensive line coach. I got to interview them earlier in the year, and they don't get credit. I think that's probably the most underrated part of their team. But their offensive line mashes and open up gaping holes for their team. Even though they were able to keep Sarad in check, I still think they're very effective in what they do with the pass blocking and the run blocking. I mean, just super proud of the effort of because think about it. The defense has been, their Achilles heel all season long. Like even in the wins, they're winning, 62 to 42 and 59 to 35 or whatever. It's always that nip and tuck thing. But I think they were able to put it together the last 2 weeks, the second half against Southlake and this whole game against King. And they were able to pull it together, and that once again goes back to coaching. And then shout out to my unsung hero of the game, number 17, Ross. That kid is amazing. I've been talking about this kid all year long. Every time I went to a DeSoto game, and I probably went to 4 or 5 of them, this kid did something special in the game, whether it was an interception or a return for a touchdown on in the kicking game. And then to have that 90-something yard return before halftime to break that momentum that Matt talked about was freaking amazing. And that was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah. What you got, Simon?
I want to say, first of all, Pat, Demarin Ross is probably one of the most dangerous punt returners that I've seen all year, especially in the playoffs, man. I mean, it seemed like the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, he's running punt returns back. So shout out to him. Came from Arlington. We ain't got to talk about it, but out of Seguin. But
hey, he told everybody that in post game.
right. Hey, he done now. Shoot, I'm sorry. But man, shout out to Soto, Pat. Like you said, I mean, that O line. If you go back and watch that first game, Creekside, man, they was getting punched in the mouth. That they looked like they were physically going to be unprepared this season. B-Rise, like you said, man, we were talking about DeSoto might not make the playoffs at the beginning of the year. And the fact that they got there and freaking, like Matt said, man, they playing in week 17, and they're the best team playing right now. So shout out DeSoto, shout out Sarad. Booby, man, if anybody can move up to reclassify and is physically ready to play on Saturdays, it's that kid, and he showed it last night. The game itself went how I expected. That is the one game that I did call. I don't mind admitting this. I left the stadium right after the Dunkerville game. I didn't want to deal with leaving the stadium at the end of the last day because last year we left North Crowley. We saw fighting. Like me and my brothers and my dad literally walking through, and kids just got done fighting. So I had a feeling DeSoto was going to take off with that one. I know Sea King has speed, but they showed versus Smithson Valley they struggled with the pass. And Smithson Valley is a good passing team, but they struggled defending that pass. So I kind of had a feeling. So just shout out DeSoto, shout out Coach Mathis, shout out Saraj, shout out Booby, shout out shout out the man Pooh Ross, man. That was a great team performance. Yeah, shoot.
Hey, shout out Rager. Shout out Rager.
Yeah, shout out
Lamon's son. I saw him make some big plays last night.
Oh, that's Lamon's son?
That is Lamon's son, man. And
wow, yeah.
He's a Rager, man. He's a Rager, and he finished his high school career 3 out of 4 championships, like
man,
which is dope for not only the kid but coach. It says a lot about coach. 3 out of 4, he won it.
Mm-hmm. And I would say this about his son. He just to shout him out because he don't get a lot of attention because the kid he plays next to. I mean, that's a 4-star kid, and he's every bit of 4 stars. But yeah, 53, man, he handles business. So shout out Lamont, shout out to DeSoto on that team this year.
Okay.
Big kudos, big kudos. Can I ask a quick question, J Mac, before we move on?
Hey man, go for it.
Y'all been around a while. Y'all seen a lot of DeSoto teams. Is Sarad and Booby, is that a better duo than Desmond White and Dontre back in them early 2010s?
Man, I tell you what, I think it's better than Tiger and Singleton.
Yeah. That's another good one. That's another good duo right there.
Yeah,
and that was a great duo. That was started the run.
Yeah.
That started, that was started this about it. So, that said a lot. That's a big compliment.
Right.
But you ain't answered my question though, Jay. That's a good compliment. You sound like me on my first episode.
I'm dodging, man. I'm dodging.
Put Mitchell Ward off in the comments.
Yeah. Because that's probably the real answer. That's probably the real answer right
fair
there.
Question. That's a fair question.
Nah. What y'all think?
Matt.
Who want to go first?
Yeah, I go.
Go be Roz. You go ahead.
You say Dez and
yeah, Desmond White, Dontre was when he was at quarterback, Desmond White, but he did a lot of damage on the ground.
But okay, how did this sound right here? How about I'm gonna say it's 1-1. I would say Sherrod as a running back, and I would say Dez as a quarterback.
Okay. What about Dontre and Booby? If you had to pick one of them, Dontre Wilson or Booby? I mean, he was a receiver, but he was more, he's a different type of receiver than Booby.
Dontre is one of the greatest players in Texas high school history.
That was supposed to be the hard part about the counting him out.
Dontre was special, but Booby is special. Hey, they 1A and 1A.
I got you. There's no wrong answers.
I'm definitely partial to Des White as a quarterback.
Right, I am.
I just loved watching. And plus, you got to remember when Dez was there, DeSoto was playing 6A D1 football.
And they were playing Allen.
They were having to go up against Allen.
Almost beating them.
I mean, so yeah, I would take Sarad over Dontre as a running back, but I love Dontre, his ability to play it in the slot.
He's versatile.
So as a pure pure running back, I would take Surratt over Dontre, and as a pure receiver, I would take Booby over Dontre. But if I had to pick one player, I might pick Dontre because he's both.
Yeah.
He's such you could never personnel him. But I got to go. Dez at quarterback was just different, man. He was special. A kid his size to do what he did was unbelievable. And he had a nice little college career at TCU as a receiver. And considering, Dez White was 6 foot tall, he'd be in the NFL still playing.
Yeah, he was 5 foot nothing.
Yeah. So I'm definitely partial to Dez White.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I have a soft spot in my heart for that kid.
me too.
Hey,
Me too.
hey J Mac, Biotti said he saw all three of them in practice, so put him on the spot.
Okay,
Okay, who you want then? Who you take? Coach?
Hey, you talking Biotti?
But I will say this. I do. It's a great question, and I tried to deflect, and I apologize. I just threw Tiger Singleton under the bus because I was trying to get away from that. Because
you ain't getting away that easy. Nope.
But yeah, because really, I'm like B-Rod. I don't know if I would take 2 or 2. I think we'll probably mix match them. You know what I'm saying? I probably would mix match them, and probably have because I think you could play all of them if we just be honest. And we know how matches is. He would play all of them. Like he would probably have Dontre at the slot, Rod at running back,
Booby out wide.
Booby out wide, Dez at quarterback, and Singleton out wide. Like he would have had all of them out there anyway.
Now I would say this. I would say this. Booby may get the advantage because somebody just reminded that he plays defensive back just as well as he plays receiver.
That's true.
Like there is no drop off.
He did guard Brody Nose and Brock Boyd better than anybody has ever done all year.
All year, yeah. Which is probably his best. Probably to me was his best performance in the playoffs, including state.
Yeah.
I thought his run at DB was crazy.
Jermaine, you right. I forgot about the freaking Willis game. I mean, Jermaine Bishop might be the best athlete in the state of Texas, and he contained them. I know Matt didn't like the shutdown part last. He contained them.
He did what he could.
He contained them. Bishop didn't go for 340 or whatever
exactly.
Like he did before. So
relatively speaking, he did a good
job. For Bishop standards, it was
correct. We hold him to a higher standard. He was held below.
That kid's different, man. But
yeah, that's good, man. So okay, man, here we go. Man, we done made it this far in an hour and a half. Boy, look at God. Well, here we go. I will say this. Dominic Spencer was supposed to come on, but something came up. They got something going over there. I saw Ward said it in the chat. They got something going on. But, we'll get them on. I don't know when because, shoot, I'm going to disappear. So
take a vacation, J-Mac?
Yeah. I'll see y'all at 26. I promise. So
come back around realignment time. We'll come back around realignment.
Yeah, I talk about realignment.
And basketball playoffs will be starting.
It'd be it's that's swagger time. We gotta get permission to talk about basketball.
I'll say this. So I was talking to one of the Dallas Morning News writers about basketball, and I was like, who do you think right now best team in DFW in basketball? UIL basketball. We're not getting into prep schools and all that crap. But he was like, I think Carter's the best team in the area, and I was like, oh man, Swaggy's gonna run around here. And he thought Carter was the best, regardless of classification. He thought Carter was the best team in the area. So we'll see.
He said every year.
Well, Swaggy gonna say it every year, but it was a Dallas Morning News guy that said, and I was like, okay.
He's right this year so far.
He's
right.
Swaggy said every year.
So Matt, I'm gonna put you on the spot first.
Okay.
Rank the big three, because that seems to be the hot topic of the day. Samples. Well, you already know who they is. I ain't even got to.
Yeah. Now, if we're talking Southern Sector overall, where did J-Mac go? I mean, I think if you're talking historically in the Southern Sector, I still think you have to include Joey McGuire in that discussion.
Yeah.
But if you're talking the three active state championship head coaches, I still would rank Samples number one because without Samples, there's not Todd and there's not Mathis. Especially I'm a person who has tracked like the number of black head coaches that have been hired statewide for the THSCA for the past few years, and I've worked with Coach Chris on a lot of that type of thing. And the number of black head coaches has exploded statewide, and I think guys have chances to get jobs that would never have had chances to have jobs because of guys like Coach Samples and his success. So even though maybe he doesn't have the state, he's not 3-0 in the state championship game like Coach Mathis or 3-2 like Coach Todd. I think he paved the way. So I would go. I'd go Samp 1. I would go Todd 2 because of how he built, because he did it at an inner city school, how hard that is. And I would go Mathis 3, but it feels like a disservice to rank Mathis 3 because it's, it's such an incredible achievement. He won a state championship with the 5A enrollment in 6A.
Yeah.
So that's hard too. So it's like, man, how do you do it? But I definitely would rank Samples number 1 just because he was the trailblazer and paved the way for guys like that. So if I had to rank them 1, 2, 3, I'd go Samp, Todd, Mathis, just because I think Todd, the nod I give Todd is he did it at an inner city school and he's done it for 5 years. So, but man, that's tough.
Yes, sir. Hey, I want y'all to rank them in the chat. I want to see them in the chat. Put them in the chat, 1, 2, 3, because I don't want to hear you talking later. Put them in the chat, and I'm putting it on the screen. Everybody go see it. Man, I feel your points. It's very valid. B-Rise.
And I don't think there's a wrong answer. Like if somebody was to tell me Claude Mathis is number 1 because he's 3-0 in the big game, you can't argue with facts, right? So I wouldn't argue that by any means. So.
Yeah, absolutely. LeBron, you are so busy, bro, but you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Shoot,
I think you D-Rider. You a D-Rider. You was all on that sideline. Now you on
Hey.
Man, J-Man, I thought about this. Man,
they can't call me nothing worse than everybody be calling me on Twitter when I pick against their team and my phone, people finding my number and sending me text messages and stay off my damn phone. I'm still from the E Block. I'll come find you.
Okay, talk.
It's funny to me, man. Go ahead, B-Rod.
J-Man, man, this is tough, Jay. But I've been thinking about this all day because I've been seeing going back and forth. But like I said, each has their own, the positive. I'm gonna go with Ty. I'm not for the ranking right now, but Mathis does have he 3-0. He 3-0 in state, and no game has been close.
Yeah.
But and what I would give Todd is he's the first coach in DISD history to win state. We're outside of Carter in '88. But we're going technically our record. They're the first team.
Technically, yeah.
Technically, in 60 years, winning 3 state titles in 5 years, man, in the inner city, that is hella impressive. But Mathis, like I said, without him, no telling. He's 2, but the thing with Mathis, he's 2-5 in a big game. But the only reason this is the only reason he's 2-what? He's 2-5 in the big game.
Yeah, you said Mathis. That's Samples.
Oh, no, my bad. So Samples was 25 in the big game.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is my rating though. The only reason I would give Samp still number 1 at this moment, Jay, is due to head-to-head record of those 2 coaches.
That's interesting.
That's a great point, B. Ross. I didn't think about that. You're right.
He's 2-5 in state, but at the same time,
He's had Mathis.
I had never beat Samp, and Mathis has beat Samp was 2 times out of 6.
Yeah.
They played more than 6 times, haven't they?
I think they played more than Skyline days. He only beat him once at Skyline.
He beat him once Skyline, so but we know Mathis Samp was more one time than he lost, right? So give me Samp. Give me Todd slightly, and I'm gonna go Mathis 3rd.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm going Mathis 3rd is because Peterman won state prior to him.
That's interesting. That's the first time you said that. That's good.
Yeah. That's my order right there.
Okay,
It feels
Pat.
bad. It feels bad ranking somebody third.
Yeah, no,
I know what I'm saying.
You're talking about all greatness, right? It's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
greatness.
You're talking about levels of greatness.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know. It's no right or wrong answer, but
No. Like I said, if you had, I agree.
Go ahead, Pat. I know you got something to say.
Oh, yeah, I do got something to say. Breaking news: Coach Todd and Coach Mathis on the show Wednesday night. So I'm gonna sit this one out.
Oh, that's what's up. He said, "I'm gonna sit this one out."
Breaking
Both
news:
of them?
both of them on the show Wednesday night.
I'm telling you my now right now.
So I'm sitting this one out. I'm trying to make sure I can keep the guests.
I'm about to watch from Canada. I'm being Canada. I'm about to watch from Canada.
That's gonna be interesting. You might get me out of retirement for one day.
I know.
On the same show at the same damn time. And I'm putting an open invitation to Coach Chad and to Coach Ward. Y'all can join y'all head coaches.
Oh, that's what's up right
That's
there.
interesting. Okay. Now I don't even know if I want to hear your rankings no more. You understand?
Oh yeah, I told you I'm gonna sit that one out.
That easy. Come
Yeah,
on,
because Matt and B. Rise didn't win over.
I know.
Hey,
Hey, you was slick, boy. Pat was slick.
Yeah. We all finna get cussed out tonight. So
I ain't get cussed out by myself tonight.
Me and B-Rod's gonna be following me buzzing, man.
What you got, Solomon?
Oh man.
Come on, Pat. Let's go.
Oh, I told you I'm sitting this one out. I ain't trying to lose my guest. This is a
It's a producer decision.
Producer.
It's a business decision.
Hey, I'm producing Wednesday night. I done already.
He don't want to. Yeah, he don't want to mess up his Wednesday night show. Man. I respect the long. Pat's playing a long game. He's playing a long game.
It's business.
Playing a long game.
Hey, we'll put a Mount Rushmore up on Wednesday.
Oh my God. Boy,
Gotta take Gates off now, though, man. Gates ain't in the high school game no more.
Oh man, for real.
I can't believe Pat weaseled his way out of it, boy. That's cold, dog.
I've been working hard.
That's cold, dog.
But J man, at least I did leave my reason though, right? I mean, like, hey, you
got the floor to give you reason. You know what I'm saying?
At least we did give a reason.
I got a new Mount Rushmore coming on Wednesday night. Stay tuned.
Look, I ain't trying to be on none of y'all sidelines, so I'm gonna give my honest opinion. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. I either sit in the stands and watch it. Right now, I can watch everything on my TV, so I don't give a
Victory
damn.
Plus, shout out.
Yeah, so if you don't like it, whatever. Go ahead, Solomon.
I wish you would ask me first, J Mac, and I apologize. I hate to do this to you because I haven't done it to you all year. And I could rank them, but I personally don't feel like I have that right. I'm a young guy. Y'all been around longer than me. The only thing I will say,
You have an opinion, Solomon. That's all I want to know.
Yes, the one thing I'll say is
Me and B-Rod's out here just hanging in the wings.
Somebody said pass the leak. Somebody said pass the leak. We need somebody that got some balls out here.
I don't have that right, man.
Let me get slip past the link, man.
But
Pass the leak, man. We need somebody to go give an answer.
Hey, don't say pass the link. I'm out of Pastor. I gotta work tomorrow. Pastor get on here. We're gonna be on 11:30. We'll still be going. I love you, Pastor.
Let me say this. It's the same thing. It's the same thing when it comes to Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. Everybody looked up to Jordan. Samson's still he's the OG. He's the standard that they were going after, and that can't be taken from him. So I'll say Samson's the GOAT in my book. But in terms of ranking them three, I don't have that right yet. Ask me in 10 years, J Mac. Ask me in 10 years.
I got you, man. Boy, I can't believe I never would have thought my man would have pulled out. My man pulled out the youngin card. He was like, I ain't old enough to talk about this.
That's why me and you always get cussed out, right?
It's a grown folks conversation, J Mac. I done been busted in the mouth before. It's a grown folks conversation. I'm sorry.
Unks only, huh? This is an Unk only conversation.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do it, man. I'm sorry.
Pat over here talking about he don't want to offend nobody. My man said
I'm just trying to make
he's
sure
too young to get in the conversation. I know what it is. I already know what it is. But
yeah, man,
I'm gonna give mine, man. Obviously, I got Sam. I already done told him. I think Sam is number one. And I feel like same thing my man Matt said. I think he's the reason why we see so many others like him behind him. I think he was there when he was the only one. He was the only one there to take all the bullets without no shield.
And not winning championships at the time. And still doing
Yeah. And I understand why, and that's why I respect you saying you too young, because a lot of people on the internet that's young and swear up and down they know what
everything.
they're talking about. Yeah. So I respect what you said, son. But
the things that people would say, and I was young at this time, but I heard it and I didn't know what it meant. You know, I'd sit in the bleachers at a game, and if it was a team that was primarily black football players, you know, like my team where I went to school, that we had a white coach, but our team was primarily black, and you hear, oh, they're undisciplined. They're you know, all they can do is get the big play and you know, these types of things. And then it would be worse when you hear about black head coaches. Oh, their teams aren't disciplined. They're not well coached. They're winning on talent alone. All those things. And probably a lot worse things were said to Coach Samples about Coach Samples, you know, in those times. And so, like J Mac said, I think he took a lot of that heat. And not to say that black coaches still don't take some heat, but I think it's a lot lesser now than it was in the 80s and the 90s. So
even in DFW, Matt, and I'm gonna get to my rankings, but even in DFW, it's what 10 times more black coaches now in DFW than it was at Lincoln.
I mean, it used to be in DFW, if you weren't at DISD or Fort Worth ISD, you couldn't even get an interview for a job.
Yeah, I'm saying Mansfield and Arlington have black head coaches, man, and that's
and Mesquite.
Yeah,
Richardson had two black head coaches, bro.
Coppell has a black head coach. There's a black head
straight out of Side Dallas.
There's a black head coach in Keller.
Man.
That's what I'm saying. So I think Sam just he gets that throne, and you know his two sons got their hands on his shoulders right there, man. Not saying that they're his sons. I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Michael Jordan was who Kobe and LeBron looked up to, and you can't ever change that.
So. Yeah, exactly. So I got a special guest that gonna give his rankings, but let me go on and give mine, man. I got Samples first because I feel like he paved the way. Absolutely. I got who got some? Yeah, you got something in the back.
You always had a problem with Coach.
No, he just probably got it on somewhere else. Yeah.
Bluetooth.
Dude, Coach Carr came in. I said his name. He gone. So I don't know what happened. I feel like it was something shady going on, but I ain't gonna make no accusation. But I got Samples first because of what he stand for and the stuff that he did. I got Mathis second, man, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I got Mathis second. I've been in DeSoto since 90. I moved in DeSoto 1990. So I know what DeSoto was. Like a lot of these folks, a lot of these DeSoto super fans, they don't even have a clue what DeSoto was. I know what DeSoto was. And even before Mathis got there, the coach before him he wasn't being successful with NFL players. This man had NFL players on his team.
Yeah, Von Miller and Cyrus Gray and
Patrick Creighton.
Yeah.
Like
Von
this man had NFL players. Yeah. And he couldn't do nothing.
I think he made the regional final maybe once, but other than that,
once.
I don't think they got out of the first round.
Dude, they was horrific, habitual underachievers. Underachievers.
That was definitely the reputation. I was just getting started in the media at that time, but that was definitely the reputation of DeSoto as they were underachievers.
So the fact that Mathis came in and changed all that, the fact that he came in and changed all that, the whole city culture. I'm talking about this man changed the whole city.
Yeah. I remember them DeSoto U times, man. I was growing
Bruh,
up then.
like
Yeah.
that's why I keep saying. I know you call me old, whatever, but I remember
Experience, wisdom, yeah.
Yeah, and I do want to go back to real quick about Sample. Sample took teams that were dead in the dirt and rebuilt all three.
Yeah.
Dead in the dirt. He didn't get nothing that just went to the fourth round. He didn't get that. Well, Mathis didn't either. So, we talk about two guys that didn't get a team that was already on its way up. Samples he rebuilt three teams. Mathis, he took Austin LBJ to the fourth round. I think it was back then, the fourth round was the semifinals, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah, because in D1 there was one less round at that time. I mean, lost to Jaquiz Rogers,
Yeah, and if y'all don't know, ain't that the inner city, Austin LBJ?
Yes. That is
okay, well, okay. So Mathis took an inner city to the semifinals. Then it changed their whole culture, and I think he don't get enough credit just because he's not from here. I don't think he get enough credit for changing the whole city. Whether you like that culture or not, he don't get enough credit for changing it. That's what my whole point is. Because I know what it was. I know what it's been. You know what I'm saying? So I got him 2, and I got Todd 3, and that's respectfully, there ain't no disrespect, but I just feel like Todd haven't had the challenges other than inner city that these other two have done. Like, we could try to, whatever. I just don't think he faced the same things that those two have. And that's no disrespect because they all three are great. They all three Hall of Famers. That's just my rankings. I got Samples, Mathis, Todd. What's up, Coach Biotti?
Man, what's going down, guys?
Hey, man, glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. We talking rankings, man. I know you got an opinion.
Well, I'll tell you what. I agree with you on Samp 100%. If you look at Lincoln after he left, what have they done? You look at Skyline after he left, what have they done? You look at Duncanville when Dykes was there, they were insignificant. He turned that program around in 1 year, and he kept his word. He told me, he goes, I'll be playing for a state title in 1 year. He goes, watch me, give me 1 year. And he turned it around. He's a GOAT. He's a person that every young coach looks up to. A lot of the programs are emulated through him. If you listen to Todd's interview, he said he followed the blueprint of Coach Samples. He tweaked it, but he followed his blueprint. So he's number one. My number 2, and I might be biased, but it's Claude Mathis.
You got to ride for your guy, Coach. That's all that is.
Well, I guess I'm biased too. I picked it too, Coach.
I mean, I was there at LBJ, and LBJ is on the east side of Austin. And if anybody's been to the east side of Austin, man. There's people losing houses left and right every day. You'll see somebody's whole furniture outside because they got evicted. Gunshots, grass field, no lights. We have to put cars out there to flash the lights out during the playoffs. And we lost in double overtime to the state champions, Lamar Consolidated. And then when he got here, nobody was hearing about the U. No. Now you go all over the country and people know DeSoto. People know the U. Big Byron from Louisiana. Running back, Illinois. I mean, there's kids that all over the country that know about DeSoto that want to come. Mm-hmm. And then Coach Todd. Coach Todd is a king of Dallas. I mean, you can't say otherwise. He has something special at SOC. He is king of the ISD. I think he's done a great job. He's turned that program to something really special. Now kids all over Dallas want to go to SOC. Coaches want to work for him. It's 3 different guys with kind of 3 really different attitudes in the way they go about by handling business. But I can tell you firsthand and I haven't worked with Todd and I haven't worked with Sam. I admire both of them. I gave them both hugs and shook their hands. I wished them luck. And then, of course, after the game with Todd. But the things that Mathis does goes way beyond football. And I think that's where he doesn't get credit. And I think that's where some people, and I'm not going to get in specifics, don't see the value that man brings. He basically works for free. Did you see the crowd of the South Lake game? Did you see the,
Crazy work.
for the state title game that money's going back to DeSoto?
Oh wow!
You know, I mean, that he works for free. If he was up in North Park, you know, South Lakes and stuff, he'd be making probably about $30,000 more than he makes now. You know, that man is worth his weight in gold. What he does for them kids, what he does for that program, and what he does for that district. And I can stand on it. And I know people are upset, and it's not, you know, I'm not right. You know what they want to say. You know, D riding. I was there. I've been with that man for 18 years, so I can see firsthand, and I'll go stand by my best friend, my brother, at any game.
And you should. Yeah, I would think less if he did.
Absolutely.
Man.
But now, is that me with the feedback? Okay. No, great. That was great. Everybody said great breakdown. I'm thinking they saying me, but they probably mean you, Beata. But no. Like I said, man, I just think the story of Mathis coming to DeSoto is very like it's just not told. Like I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that story could be told. I see my man Coach Long, and yeah, you're right about Ben Dow, but you can't say Ben Dow. Everything Ben Dow did was great because he was my coach when I was at DeSoto. Look, it almost got erased by the other coach that succeeded him.
Yeah.
Just being honest.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
J-Mac, you said the story being told. I actually got an episode of Texas Made that's going to probably drop sometime in the next couple of months. So the story will be told.
That story need to be
Coach
told.
Biotti was on there. You remember the interviews?
I remember.
Yeah, we got to add a few more interviews and we're done.
No, that I feel like if Mathis' story when he came to DeSoto, if that story was told, people would look at him a little different to understand like what he brought DeSoto to and where they were at the time. And I understand you, Long. I ain't arguing with you. I'm just saying where they was at the time compared to where he brought them is night and day. That's all I'm saying. That's facts. That ain't even to me a debate. That's facts. And I just think what he did, he made them a national brand. They was not a national brand, not even under Dow. You know,
that's another big thing I would say that he did is DeSoto, especially when DeSoto and Nike were like together early 2010s with the swag. Like DeSoto was it. Like I said, I was a kid growing up there. There was Kyler Murray and there was DeSoto. Like that was the two biggest things in high school football. So that you can't take that away either.
What you think, Matt?
No, I agree. I agree. I think Mathis, where DeSoto was when he got there, and I think what he did at Austin LBJ, because it's not a Metroplex school, doesn't get talked about enough. I mean, hell, his first job was at Somerville, and Somerville is a terrible football program. And Mathis, sometimes your best coaching job is taking an 0-10 team to 5-5. And I believe his one season at Somerville, that's exactly what he did before he went to LB, which is why he got the LBJ job so quickly. You know, because LBJ was at the time thought of one of the jobs with a lot of potential, and he took LBJ to a state semifinal. So. Yeah, I remember his first year at DeSoto. I think they went 6-6, and they beat Temple in the first round. Temple had a running back named Lake Seastrunk who went on to a great career at Baylor and played in the NFL. And I remember, that first playoff negotiation with Mathis and Samp in the press box there at Waco ISD Stadium. And, Mathis had, is not from Dallas. He was not familiar with Coach Sample's game. And it was he learned quickly, Samples was a deft playoff negotiator and he was a young coach at the time, and Samples was the KG veteran but he learned and adapted and he's done a great job. And I think he deserves a lot of credit. He's 3-0 in the state championship game. So you got to give the man his flowers for that. And I think this year, and I've told Coach Mathis this a couple times, this is his best, to me, this was his best coaching job, him and his staff's best coaching job, because I don't think this was his most talented team across the board. You know, they're playing 6A with 5A numbers, so they deserve a lot of flowers. And you know, these debates are fun, you know, because you don't want to make anybody mad, because being number 3 in that group really isn't that bad, because
you're great.
You're talking about 3. You're talking about 8 state championships between 3 guys. So, you know, it's really 1A, 1B, and 1C, not 1, 2, 3. But
they're in their own room for sure.
Yeah, you're right or wrong answer, basically. You know, right or wrong answer.
No, and I think, you know, if like I said, I have my ranking, and I don't think anybody's rankings are incorrect, because I think cases can be made for all 3.
And 15 state game appearances between the 3.
Right.
Man.
Oh man, Coach Ward just dropped it. I mean, not Coach Ward. Mitch, well, he is Coach Friday. Mitch dropping jewels in here, man. What did he say? When Buddy got together and made them reconsider and hire Mathis. Okay, we would still have a letter where they denied him that same year. And I guess, you know, Coach Mathis kind of gave us a jewel on that too. He actually was applying for the Duncanville job.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. He was number 2 at Duncanville. Dykes beat him out.
Yep.
Wow.
It was almost Duncanville U.
We thought we were going to get Duncanville, and Dykes won't beat him out.
Man, it could have been DVille U, man.
Dykes for the next couple of years.
There you go.
Hey man, that is dope. I ain't gonna lie. It's just hear that whole story. That's why I said, like, I understand why people don't. Well, really, I don't, but I get why they don't give Mathis the credit he deserves. You know, maybe Cassier from here.
No, J-Mac, I said it, man. Like I said, I respect Coach Mathis, because I met him in person when I was in school, when he was at SMU. And he had a conversation with me and my dad. We talked about Bowie versus DeSoto a couple of years before that. And he's really like a real cool guy, like real. But he does have that persona. So if you don't know that part of him, he is, you know, it's DeSoto, it's us versus the world. And everybody's against us, and some people don't like that. And when they win, we win. When we lose, you know, it's so I do get why some people don't like him. But, you know, if you get to know him and stuff, you know, like with anybody, you get to know him, it's like, okay, maybe he's, you know, not as bad as he. And he is, now, Coach Beard, I do apologize, no, it's your guy, but I'm going to say this. He's a bit animated on the sideline. I've seen him arguing with DeSoto fans at a football game. Like, a lot of coaches don't do that kind of stuff. So, but that's what makes him him. And I don't think DeSoto would, just the fans of DeSoto would change that for anything. So it's, you know, you got to live and die on it.
What does this say about DeSoto?
Come on, there's nobody like that. Like,
that's not being animated, is it?
That man was cutting the WWE promo.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, he was super viral with that. He super viral with that.
A lot of people came out. That was a whole season of frustrations that just came out at that moment emotionally.
Yeah.
That's what it was. He'd been bottling up so much stuff. I mean, like I said, he can write a book. I can write a book. Hell, you know, it might be Friday Night Lights too. One day, I'm gonna write a book about all the stuff. But
man, Long, I gotta disagree with you, and I love Coach Dow. Coach Dow, you know, even though he kicked me off the team, I got no respect. I wish these coaches would do these kids like that, like Dow did me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got double respect for Coach Dow. But yeah, I definitely got him one. Definitely. Huh?
I got a question for Matt.
Go ahead.
What's up, B-Roz? What's up?
All right. So when DeSoto dropped the 5A Division I,
if
DeSoto,
I mean, yeah. My bad.
It's just hypothetical. If DeSoto go 5A D1 and win 2 in a row, does that change this whole narrative about who's the great?
I mean, you could. I mean, depends if Todd wins. You know, I mean, let's see what happens with Samples and Todd too. You know, and and that kind of thing. I think, I do think winning state championships at two different schools would be that's rare company. Guys don't win state championships at multiple programs. So
most of them.
That would change the narrative. If
it's like that coach that they just let into.
Or I'm talking about multiple programs with multiple classifications, that kind of thing.
I said, you give some information.
Well, I was thinking about 5A Division I and just thinking about that. But, I mean, it could. I think winning two more would be 5. So let's just assume he wins 5 state championships. Now you're talking about, there's only a few guys in the history of Texas high school football. We're talking Scott Surratt, Gordon Wood, Tim Buchanan, that have won 5 state championships. That list is, you could probably use 2 hands to have that kind of list. So, yeah, I think there's something to be said for that as well. So,
but it is more like if they drop to 5, and they will be outright favorite, right?
I think you win the 6A championship and you drop to 5A. Yeah, I'd be if DeSoto drops to 5A, I'd be shocked if they're not the number 1 team in the state preseason next year. Right. Especially with Sarad Baker being just a junior. I mean, that's and hell, Booby Feaster's graduating a year early. Really, it could have had Sarad and Booby for 1 more year. So, So yeah, I think if they drop, they'll be definitely number 1 in the state preseason.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yep. Hey, you breaking news? Is that D1, right?
Yeah, they'll be 5. Not by much, but they would be 5A D1 if they drop down. Yeah, they would be 5.
Yeah. It shouldn't even be a question about if. Like,
to me, I agree, and it's not really just like DeSoto football is going to compete with anybody no matter what. Right. I really think their other sports could really benefit from dropping down to 5A. So
they got to, man.
I think they could really benefit from that. So
they should.
Their girls, you got to think about. We focus on football, right? But their girls' sports will benefit. Boys basketball will benefit. Exactly. Track teams will benefit. Their baseball, softball, that kind of thing. So it would help them out a lot, I think.
Yeah, and I think, like you say, football is gonna be good no matter where.
Yeah. Football is gonna compete. Just like sock football. Sock football could compete in 6A, but it would hurt their other sports if they were opting up to 6A because, they don't have that depth of talent. So
that's true.
And it's about all the kids. And high school athletics is not just about the football team; it's about all the kids and all the kids that participate. So
it's Texas. It's about football. No.
It's football is the most important, right? But I would hope that as a district administrator and decision maker that you got to do what's best for all the kids, and hopefully. And this is my opinion. This is Matt Stepp editorializing here. I thought DeSoto should have played 5A last realignment, and that's just my opinion. And I hope they do it this time because I think it will benefit all the students of DeSoto High School versus just the football team.
Okay. Well, you got any coaching rumors? You got any juice in this for us? We need some coaching rumors, man. We got all this. We need a step bomb.
The step bombs will start dropping after Christmas. I'm sure it's going to be an interesting. It's always interesting when it's a realignment year. There's always a lot of coaching news when there's realignment years. So I think it will be a very interesting thing. So we'll see what happens. A lot of my phone has not stopped ringing and buzzing the past couple of weeks since the season ended when Lancaster first opened up, and I'm sure it's gonna continue. And now the Gates is gone at North Crowley.
Speaking of Lancaster, hold on, we got a Lancaster coach over here.
Yeah. So
wasn't it supposed to be a big announcement? What? What's the 411?
Man, I don't care. You tell me.
I was told that January 8th is going to be the announcement. So
that's the correct answer. I'm sure. I'm waiting too. Trust me. Yeah. I got my popcorn and I'm waiting too. And then Lancaster dropping down to 5A, like Matt said. I think we got programs right now that probably won't. Girls basketball won't get touched. Girls track won't get touched. I think both of them are going to win state titles. I think them dropping down to 5A, I think, those programs are so solid right now, they're going to just dominate. And I think it'll help football as well.
And I will say, regarding the state championships, J Mac, I know the contract with AT&T and the UIL. This was the final year of that contract, so we'll see what happens. My money is on the state championships, staying at AT&T Stadium, going for at least for another 3 or 4 years. We'll see how long they can get a contract signed, but I know the city of Arlington wants it. It's important to them, and the Cowboys. They like having an AT&T Stadium. Now, we might see some increased security presence. Ticket prices might go up a little bit because of some of the activities that took place Saturday, but I think the games will stay at AT&T Stadium. But it might the schedule might get modified, or they may increase the price of tickets to have more security on hand. So, but I think it'll stay at AT&T Stadium.
Matt, what do you think about a system like Coach's School, when it rotates? Or 1 year AT&T, 1 year NRG, 1 year Alamo Dome. I know they're supposed to make a new
for the Final Four, I think, right? Yeah. I see the value in it. I see it. And like for me, I tell people, like the Houston people get mad at me because they're like, "Oh, you're just that DFW guy. You want the state games to stay at AT&T Stadium." I'm gonna be there regardless. Like it's actually better. It's better for me if it's out of town because I get hotel points then. So it's actually it benefits the Step family much more if it's in San Antonio or Houston. I get to rack up some free hotel points. But I will say to that point, no other sports rotate. So why should football rotate? Because basketball doesn't rotate, track and field doesn't rotate, baseball doesn't rotate. So my thought is keep it at the same site, make it an event. Like, when we were younger, like basketball, like everybody was like going to the Drum. Everybody wanted to go to the Drum and go to the Irwin Center. That was the place to go, and it was like a destination. And I think AT&T Stadium has become that. And let's be honest, like North Shore, they bring more people to AT&T Stadium than they do for any game in Houston. Like when the state championships were in Houston, North Shore didn't have near the crowd they had at AT&T Stadium. So I think it's the best place to host it. It's the best venue for it. Could it be better? Yeah, there's some things they could probably tweak, to make it a little bit better. But I know talking to coaches, most of them prefer the staff at AT&T Stadium. They do a good job. They're friendly to the coaches. They're accommodating. The locker rooms are big, and it's just cooler. Like when people after the game, they take pictures at the Star. Mm-hmm. Like they go to midfield. They take pictures at AT&T Stadium. They take pictures on the Star. Don't nobody take pictures at that cow head logo at the 50-yard line in NRG Stadium. That's just a stadium, right?
You're right.
And it's not. I mean, NRG is a nice stadium, but it's not. The Cowboys is it's a brand. Like it's history. A thing.
It's like
it's history.
It's like Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. So, but that's just my opinion. I think it should stay at AT&T Stadium. It's the best stadium for it. So, but if they decide to rotate it, it's all good. I'll be there.
Yeah. And I'll say Arlington, I mean, hell, even Grand Prairie, has been building and investing a lot of money in terms of entertainment and hosting these events. So, I don't think you're going to go somewhere where you have Cowboy Stadium, Six Flags, esports, like anything you want, hotels, fine dining. Dallas and Fort Worth, both 30 minutes in two different directions.
Texan Live, all that.
Texan Live, they've been building that up. So yeah, man, grass always looks greener to you get over.
Shout out to downtown Arlington's gotten cool. I stayed in downtown Arlington this weekend. It was great, man. They had some nice restaurants right around there. Got a little scene going on. Yep. This morning, people were parking in downtown and walking to AT&T Stadium for the Cowboys game. So they got a little scene. And San Antonio would be good because it's obviously the Riverwalk and you got all those hotels down there. But like NRG in Houston, it's not. There's nothing around there.
Ain't nobody trying to go to Musty and get robbed, trying to eat at French's, and ain't nobody got time for all that.
I like Frenchies. But Coaching school will be in Houston this year. It'll be in Houston this year. So
yeah, I might come down there too. I might.
You don't come DJ Mac? You don't come down?
I might come down. I might. I'm thinking about it. Meet up with my musty homies down there.
There you go.
Hang out. But
Tell me
along,
I'm
I
good.
don't know.
Let's bring me along. Tell me, I hope I'm good, man. Like,
Yeah. We definitely go hook y'all up so they can understand, you know. But we ain't going to no dice games out there. I can promise you that.
Well, I don't go to dice games locally. I damn sure ain't going to one out of town.
Yeah. Hey, we ain't doing that. But you know, well, we can go eat some chicken. That's it. Yes. Or a trail burger. I want a trail burger. But now I saw Long was saying about it with Coach Dow gave that story. I will tell you, man. I don't know. He might have been talking about me, but you got to remember that was a time when Oak Cliff was flooding DeSoto, so I wasn't the only one getting kicked off the team. I wasn't the only one getting in trouble. But if you ever tell you about the ones that on game day left the school in handcuffs, yeah, it probably was me. I was just gonna be honest. That probably was me. So. And I can laugh about it now. Yeah, that's shit 30 years ago. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I was juvenile. So I'm like Charleston White. It don't matter. Yeah.
Charleston White,
I'm sure, man. Like I said, Coach Dow was a good coach. I ain't got no problem with Coach Dow. I thought Coach Dow was good. I just think his legacy, not his legacy, but what he did kind of got tarnished by the next coach, which made Mathis' job a lot harder. That's all I'm saying. That's so it's not about Coach Dow. It's more about what happened in between. Kind of like Samples, right? Because the coach before the Lake Travis coach was a championship coach.
He was sometimes, and I don't think he's a bad coach, but I think fit is important, and you have to do when you're hiring a coach, you have to really research the fit and you have to know your community and know your client. Coach has to serve his clientele, and not every school is unique, and every school has their own. There's no perfect school. Every school has their set of issues, and I think Coach Dykes, he built Lake Travis into what it is today. When Coach Dykes took over at Lake Travis, they were a Lake school that was regularly going 2-8, 1-9. They were a laughing stock, and he turned them into a state champion. But it just didn't replicate that success at Duncanville because I just think he was a bad fit.
Correct.
He knows football. He's a good coach. He just doesn't know. He just was a bad fit at Duncanville.
If you talk to Sam, ask him about the first year he got to Duncanville. It's two different clienteles from Lake Travis to Duncanville. And Dykes was kicking kids off the team left and right for dumb, like sleeping in class, kicking them off the team. Well, Sam got there. He's like, Coach, I got 6'5" walking the hallway that got kicked out. I'm bringing them all back. Absolutely. 6'5" off the team because he fell asleep in class. So, I mean, it's just like Matt said, knowing the clientele and are you a right fit? And I think, Mathis is a great fit for DeSoto. But I think he is a person who you can put him anywhere, and he can adapt to anybody. And that's just, if you know him, he can be in any room and adapt in any room. And I think that's what makes him unique.
Okay. So you can put him to say
when he was at Marshall, he took them 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah. J-Mac, I can put him at Westlake. And Westlake has one minority kid. Well, they just lost that minority kid. He went to Anderson, but he could fit in any atmosphere. He can be well spoken, and me and him can go play dominoes and talk like we're in the backyard barbecue. I mean, he's special.
Yeah, and he deserves his flowers, man. So I know a lot of y'all gonna be on the internet later talk. Oh man, they was over there D-Rod Matthews. They was D-Rod Matthews. What are you talking about? I got get off the gas. Get off the gas. Matthews deserves just as many flowers as anybody else. They all deserve their flowers.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't think we ever spent this much time giving Matthews his praise. So why not give him his praise?
Hey, you know who I want us to give praise to? Coach Spencer at SOC.
Oh
yeah.
I think he's a great up and coming. I can see him being a head coach pretty soon. I think he does a great job in and out with them kids in that program. And I've always said that about Spence. And I just can't wait for him to see what he does with his program.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to give Spence no credit right now because He was supposed to come on the show, but he dissed us for Todd's birthday party. Look at that. Can you imagine?
You got to make sure he got a job on when they come back from winter break.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna diss us for your boss birthday party? Boy, that's tough. That's tough, man. It's tough out here. But hey, man, hey, we go. You know what? We ain't gonna stay here much longer. We're gonna give everybody their final words, and we can get out of here because I feel like this has been a great show. Man, Steph, I appreciate you, brother. You know, I ain't gonna lie. You know, it wasn't me, but the other Dub members, they were kind of giving you hell for kind of, you know, dissing us on the picks. But I knew you still loved us. We just couldn't afford you, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you know, look, my agent, aka Mrs. Step, told me I need to stop working for free, and and she's a lot smarter than me and a lot prettier than me. So I gotta listen. We all got a boss, you know. And I gotta listen.
We get it. We definitely
get it. And I'm working with Aaron Valencia. We're gonna try to get you sponsored.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna try to get your picks sponsored next year.
We'll make it happen. But no, it was a great season. I think I went to 65 games this year. I'm going to take a couple of weeks off, and then it's going to be step bomb season and realignment season. So it's going to be I think it's going to be an active coaching cycle, particularly in the DFW area. So looking forward to seeing all the new. Shout out to Coach Bobby Watkins, the new Sam Houston head coach, former West Mesquite defensive coordinator, getting his shot to be a head coach there at West Mesquite or at Sam Houston. So looking for a rebuild and turn that program around. So congrats to Coach Watkins for him getting first kind of local hire in the DFW area. So congrats to him. But yeah, looking forward to it. I'm excited about realignment. I can't wait for realignment day. It's gonna be a fun day. Birdville will be popping on that Monday morning when realignment the numbers pop out. And J-Mac, I'll send you. We'll probably have a live show.
I think I want to show up, man. I think I want to show. What? Give me that day. I'm gonna try to take that off because I want to show up.
I think it's February. It's like the Monday before signing day. I think it's February. I should have asked Ray Zepeda. I saw him 10 times this weekend, and I didn't. But I think it's February 2nd. But I'll find out after the holiday. I'll text you, J-Mac.
If I could take off that, I'll take off.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, you know, if you've never been there before and you're in the media, like you should experience it. It's like the New York Stock Exchange, man. Everybody's and it's weird. This like nervous energy before, like 15 minutes before, like everybody's up talking. Coaches are doing their coach thing, and like at 8:45, it gets real quiet. And it's just nervous. Like people are because careers can get made or lost on what the UIL does with your district. So it's crazy.
Let me add to this, Matt. Matt, I was there with y'all the last realignment. I think I interviewed you there at that one.
Yeah,
and you're right. It was the New York Stock Exchange. Also, they're gonna pull the media to the side. I had coaches from different schools asking me, "Can I help them find a game?" I'm like,
"Oh yeah, you get put to work. Yeah, if you're in there, you get put to work."
Like, hey, do you got such and such coach number? Call them and see if we can do a game. I was literally working for different high schools.
Just send out your Venmo prior and just say,
"There you go."
I have to do it, bro. They had me working.
I have an excuse now because we're on the air. You can't buy, I have the excuse now. Oh yeah, but my phone, Coach Step, help me find a week 2 game. Help me find a week 1.
Dude, it was crazy. I'm like, I ain't know what I was stepping into.
It's a lot of fun though. It's a lot of fun and a lot of stuff. So J-Mac, I'll
February 3rd. February 3rd.
After realignment, I'll if you do a show, I'll make sure I come on and
hey, that'll be a reason to do one.
Yeah. So hey, we'll get to basketball. I love basketball. Basketball season.
We gotta get permission, but after I get permission,
I like basketball because I can just go to a game as a fan and just sit and watch.
That's what's great, man. And it don't last. I swear I love basketball because it's an hour and a half. Hour and a half, and you up out of there, bro.
Tight window. So,
yeah.
But appreciate you having me on. I gotta work tomorrow, and I'm off to Canada. So y'all have a Merry Christmas, and appreciate what y'all do. Enjoy, even though I'm not on every week. I watch either live or in tape. And Merry Christmas to everybody who in the Facebook group and watches the show. Keep supporting these guys. Make sure you like them and send them $5 every once in a while to coffee money. Man, these guys are working for free, man, and nobody likes to work for free. Like that's not this is a service that they're providing to everybody. So. support the people who support you, and show them some love. So I'm out.
Appreciate you, man.
Love it.
All right, final words. Be out of, I don't know what's been going on with your audio today, but let's get your final words, man. Because we definitely appreciate you coming through. And who knows, next time we talk to you, maybe you have a different color on.
Man, or I'm going to have the right color or the same color on, and somebody else may be joining me. I don't know. I mean, you never know what's going to go on. So
that's true.
That's true.
Like I said, cash out me 5,000, and there's going to be more step bombs dropping. Other people going to college. You heard the rumor mill. A lot of change going on. But man, I got to see the whole Duncanville game. That was great. I got to see Sock. I first time I spent the whole Saturday watching the 2 games before the DeSoto game. It was great seeing my boy get his 3rd title. I was so happy for them kids in that community. They deserve it. I see Aaron right there. Aaron turned me on when I went over there to no homo. Over there to Oviedo. Oviedo is a #1 spot for retired females. So let me tell you, you can walk into a restaurant. That Aaron told me about. It was 3 guys and 32 women. I was like, where did he put me in? So
don't be getting Aaron in trouble, coach.
Hey, it's true, because that's where the divorce settlements and widows are.
Right.
Yeah, now I know why Lido gets all the transfers over there. God bless. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting spring with North Crowley open. Lancaster's about to hire. There could be a domino effect going on all over the state of Texas, man. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens. Y'all gonna have a busy spring, keeping up with that. Stop by Lancaster, man. We got a hell of a basketball program, boys and girls. They're gonna do their thing. And we'll see what happens, man. But I appreciate y'all. I know I took some heat, and I did not. I saw the video, lead no team out the tunnel. I was 10, 15 yards ahead. I knew I felt some smoke up in that stand. So, man, I was like, there must be some good drink or smoke up in the stands because I didn't leave no team out.
Hey, you know how the internet is anyway, especially that group. So
no. What's funny about it, you got some ignorant people that actually want to make a phone call to people saying, why did I walk the team out? Like, man, just be happy DeSoto won. Why y'all worrying about me? Yeah. I was like, wow. So I mean, I got two other things to worry about. If it's not affecting my bank account, I ain't worried about what everybody else is doing. So, man, but I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good Christmas. Y'all do a great job, man. Keep it up. Y'all are always welcome at Lancaster as long as I'm there. So,
hey.
I'm talking about. Appreciate you, Coach.
Yes, sir. Have a great one.
Salute. Yes, sir. All right. Go ahead, Solomon. Give us your last words, and then I say the dub for last.
I got you. Well, yeah, that's where I want to start, man. I appreciate y'all so much for this season, man. Y'all allowed me to come on. J-Mac, we've been in touch for a little while, so I appreciate you. I got a lot of respect for y'all, and I've been enjoying this show as a fan, and then to be able to come on, it's been an absolute honor. So I can't thank y'all enough for that. Matt too, I wanted to say it to him too, man. He knows the respect and admiration I have for him, and he's answered every question I had. So big shout out to Matt Step as well. Man, shout out to this season. Shout out to the kids, the seniors, man. Especially for y'all that don't go play football anymore, man. It might take a while to realize, but there's more to life than football, and you got a whole another life ahead of you. So don't think it's all over now. And yeah, man, shout out Coach Gates. I know he's going on, so it's been fun watching you. And yeah, man, that's all I got. I really do. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man.
Hey, you have made Sunday nights. You part of the reason why I like coming on, man. And believe it or not, people hit me up all the time. They enjoy your opinions. You know what I'm saying? You have honest opinions, except for this last thing about
I apologize. I apologize.
But you have really good honest opinion, and as long as I'm doing this, man, you always welcome to come on with me. I'm gonna always be asking you to come on. You just gotta tell me no. So you already know that though, man. That's the little bro, man. Solomon, I think Solomon gonna be big one day. He gonna leave us and be helping us out sometime. So I appreciate you, Solomon.
They gonna know where I started, J Mac. They gonna know where I started.
Hey, that's all I ask, man. Just don't forget about us. That's it. That's it.
Never.
B-Rise, been a great year, man. How you feel, man? Give us your last final thoughts.
Oh yeah, one more thing before I start. Hey Solomon, add Jay back, man. I always ask about you every week. Say, man, bring a little bro on, man. I always, I'm one of them folks, man, who always want you on. But let me just start by saying, man, from week 1 to week 16, this has been the first time I think we have been in 16 different stadiums. So I think that's pretty dope right there, Jay. We went to a different stadium, 16 different weeks. So that's dope too, man. It's been a great year, man. Year 4? Like I said, man, the growth, it's been a great season, man. I'm just happy to be a part of the show and a part for them picks, my bad, a little behind. So those picks, they will be on a Wednesday show. We're gonna put the fans pick on a Wednesday show. So I got y'all. We're gonna have an overall record and we're gonna have a week 6 on a Wednesday show. So I haven't forgotten this. Be a little patient.
Yeah, we had big things to talk about this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we got you on the Wednesday show.
Yes, sir. Bo Teasy. I'm gonna end this out last, but go ahead, Bo Teasy.
No.
Give us your final thoughts.
What you got?
Hey, man, great year, year 4, and we plan on being monetized next year, and we're gonna have the super chats up. So we appreciate it. Y'all have a lot of great opinions, but we're gonna be definitely posting the super chats up when y'all put that out, because that means you got something important to say if you're gonna put some money on it. So we'll definitely be pushing the super chats, and because like Matt said, these guys work their ass off, bro, and they do it for y'all. Hell, right now they're doing it for themselves because they don't have to do it. So y'all don't understand how much time, effort, gas, energy. I heard Brian say, hey, 16 weeks. Shit, bro, I didn't even have time to make all 16 different stadiums and stuff. I think I might have went to half of that. But no, but other than that, man, congratulations to Coach Todd 3 times at SOC. What you doing in that community. I was just watching something that you show on from 2021. I think I won the first, and just how y'all poured into the city and stuff, man. Y'all continue to be great. Coach Mathis for always being great and very accommodating to us from the start. First guest of the show every single year. Anytime we ask him to come out, never hesitate to come out. And so, man, we just been super excited about what the dub means to y'all. And as the audience grows, and every year we see a new fan base come in because they baby just made varsity and all that good stuff. But what we would ask y'all to do is, man, share. And we don't even say that enough on the show. We probably need to say that every show. Share. Just share it. Share it to your grandmama. Share it to everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to somebody at the stadium the other day who knew about the dub, and they was asking me, like, why is the brand not even bigger than what it is? He said, y'all too good for the brand not to be touching 10K a week or whatever. So, that's the plan now. But we need y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, everywhere I go, they know us. Everywhere I go, I hear J-Mac, B-Rise, Coach Carr, Pat, even Swaggy, and stuff like that. So since y'all know us, like, I don't want to be popular, I want to be paid.
At this point, I ain't never get into this to be popular. That's why I try to put on the stage.
I like that, Pat. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And shout out to Solomon, man. You've been a jewel for the show, man. I love, I know I don't get to come on a lot of Sunday nights because I'm busy with my youth league and meetings and stuff. But I always watch the episodes. Love to hear what you got to say. Your respect level, you respect the game. You know what I'm saying? You're very respectful, and having integrity in this business is always not top shelf with a lot of people. So just respect how you approach this thing. You're gonna be great as you get deeper into this thing. So with that being said, man, dub salute to all the dubs and dubettes.
Yes, sir. And now, my final salutes. I can't do it without this. Yeah. I'm just be honest with y'all, man. I'm happy the season is over, but I'm sad at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta find something to do with myself. I've got to find something to do with myself on Sunday nights because I spent so much time on Sunday nights. You know, basically putting a lot of things on hold so I can come on here and be with the fam. You know, I consider this Sunday nights and Wednesday nights I'm being with the fam, and that takes a lot. It takes a lot. But I think this was a great season. I thanks to all the coaches, the players, the fans that get that's been good to us, that showed love, that extended invitations. Whether we was able to make it or not, if you extended us an invitation, you definitely are appreciated. To all the ADs, the coaches, AD secretaries, everybody that we had to deal with, man. I salute and thank every one of y'all because everybody been really. I have no bad experience, especially on game days and stuff like that. Dealing with the people that we dealt with, so I definitely want to say thank you to them. It's been a great season. Once again, salute to all the champs. Salute to everybody that made it. Salute to everybody that I didn't get a chance to bring this up with Matt Stepp, but Solomon, salute to Coach Sam, man. He got another head coach off his staff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think he said that's 7 now. That's 7.
That's 7 coaches off Coach Sam's staff, man. And he's another coach that maybe one day this off season we can really talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
About the things he's done. He's done really good things too, and he studied breaking ground. And hopefully this off season we'll be able to bring it to y'all, because that's another reason why I like doing this. Is I want to give the spotlight to people that we don't give it to enough. I want people to see the players and the coaches that we don't talk about enough. The OCs and the DCs, the ones that's really out here, trying to help and that's really putting in some good work, and they don't get that spotlight. So this off season, that'll be my focus, and the more I get coaches like that, players like that, it probably would determine how many shows I do, if we just be honest. So y'all keep that going in. If it's somebody I missed that we need to spotlight, hit me up. I'd be happy to look into it and we'll go from there. But man, this has been a great season. Shout out to all the fans. I love the pickup challenge. I'm not even gonna lie. I love the pickup challenge. We're gonna try to do that all year. That's the goal, is to try to do that all year. Because I really love the engagement. I love to see who people picking and stuff like that. And it's on record. So I think a lot of y'all be lying, because I ain't gonna lie. Before we did that, before we start taking record, everybody was undefeated. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Boy, they ain't about it, man, boy. They send them picks in late and everything, boy. But it's okay. Oh my God. I don't know, but it was like, boy, they was 2 hours late. Like, damn. It's 35-0 halftime, Pat. Like, all right, man. Whatever.
I got one more shout out. One more shout out, Mark Henry, man. He's actually been a great contributor to the show.
Shout out to boy.
Me and Mark Henry have countless conversations, man, behind the scenes, man. We talk a lot. I depend on Mark. He's one of the guys that I lean on, like a Matt Stepp that's been in this game for a long time. And to be honest, I know Mark got a bunch of jobs, but I still think he's kind of underappreciated for what he do for high school football. For what he does for high school football, he definitely underappreciated. So shout out to him and all the help he's done for me.
Big
for
salute,
sure.
Mark. Big salute.
Yeah, for sure. And hey, Greedy, we're gonna take you up there. We're gonna do that round table, whether it's at drafts or one of the Greedies. Yeah, I want to do the Greedy. But we're doing that drafts too. We're gonna set that up. We're gonna do us a round table at drafts. We'll work on that for the off season. And we'll try to get us some guests to come on and have a good time out there at drafts. I thank you for the invitation. Don't think I won't take you up on it. You said it. We gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
One more shout out, J Mac. I don't know how we forgot this one. Got to shout out Courtney Daughtry.
Oh yeah, we can.
Oh man, Doughboy for sure.
Doughboy.
Yeah, and Pastor. I want to give Pastor a shout out. Pastor, he got us through a lot of Sundays, man. A lot of Sundays, man. So shout out to Pastor Tutson, man. Pastor Tutson did, I wanted to bring him on tonight, but I just know we had a lot to cover. So I do want to get him because I think he would be great given his rankings, even though I know he would have probably Ty Dodge and everybody else in his rankings.
Boy, Surratt over there.
He'll have Surratt and everybody else, man. So
you have Anna on there as an honorable mention. So
yeah, Coach Parr,
Parr on there already.
He would definitely have everybody, man. But shout out to Pastor Tutson, man.
Absolutely.
You are truly appreciated, brother. Don't ever think you ain't. Because you helped us get through a lot of Sundays. No lie. You helped us get through a lot of Sundays. So, hey, man, I appreciate everybody, man. Everybody, we'll see you. Just stay tuned. From now on, shows will be spontaneous. Just gonna be honest with you.
All right, this Wednesday will be the celebration show, just like we did with Coach Gates last year. We will have the celebration show. That'll be the last show of the year.
That's it. So tune in Wednesday for the official last show. And after that, hey, it's going to be number pop-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, and that's going to be crazy too. J-Mac, boy, you might have to produce that show for me. I don't know.
Okay,
I ain't gonna do you like that. Now I'm gonna take it with me. I forgot I got I guess a Christmas Eve party I'm going to over my people's house, but I just take my computer with me and produce it from there.
Or do it Tuesday. Whatever you need to do.
You know what? We may do it Tuesday. May do it Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think we need to do it Tuesday. What y'all think?
Okay. They cool with me.
Yeah, let's do it Tuesday because Wednesday might be too hectic for everybody.
Yeah, Wednesday we'll do a playback.
Yeah, we'll do a replay. All right, we're good. We on. Tuesday, guys, tune in.
Tuesday night, y'all tune in. Appreciate y'all. Salute.
Shout out to the Dub. Hey,
watch this.
Hey, number one Dub.
Football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter stood on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. J-Mac, he be on the scene, rocking the gear, it's so clean. We rise and go easy, off the easy, push easy. With my steppers, our special kids, making picks and so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All my fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub. 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 That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat O'Teevy, Jeremy McInnes, Coach Carr, and Brian Reiser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out. Speak out.
On to the next round. Salute. Get ready.
Dub salute. Hey.